All right. Hello and welcome back to the Dark Six Chronicles. Let's just jump into things. Last time in Esmios, the party secured passage on a boat to sail down the Glasfell Channel, accelerating their initial timeline and getting them there 2 days earlier than expected. On this voyage, the party got to know their new traveling companions, learning to fish and sail in the process. Upon arrival, the party made their way to an oasis-like pond with a waterfall stemming from the channel. Taking the lead, Zan turned into a crocodile, swimming past the pounding water and into a hidden enclave. The party, with some difficulties, followed suit, discovering a door and a riddle. Knowing the answer, Butcher was promptly hit with a magical powder, putting the healer asleep and leaving the party alone to face off against a Bahir. Fighting it with minimal casualties, the party now rests with Navora keeping watch. Navora, roll a perception check for me. And remember, you are muted.
13.
13. So you're kind of keeping an eye. The night is very peaceful. As you look around, you kind of see some frogs swimming in like the kind of beachy area. You see some fish here and there. Beyond the pounding of the waterfall, you can hear various birds. But nothing real. You don't really hear anything beyond the door that you guys have yet to open. Or no, you did open it.
Be open
so it is open, but you don't hear anything from it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that giant fucking demon thing crawled out of there, so I think it's open.
It didn't crawl out there. It crawled from the top of the cave.
Oh, okay. I thought it came from like the roof of inside the doorway. I gotcha.
Oh.
So we were just like walking around in this cave, and there's just like fucking weird thing just on the ceiling.
It was waiting.
Yeah, just hanging out. Does he know the way in? They do attack. Awesome.
But yeah, it's a relatively quiet, peaceful night. And eventually, you guys fell asleep relatively early. Everybody feeling a little crappy after that encounter. So by the time everybody starts to wake up, it's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, at least we arose early. Which way are... We looked out past the waterfall. Would we see the sun rising?
Yep.
Nice. We have like a really cool sunrise coming through a waterfall. In fact, that'd be pretty.
It's very pretty. Like the sun's kind of peeking through the water a little bit.
Okay.
It's
Everyone's
very
healed
scenic. Too bad there's no Instagram.
Yeah, we're all healthy, right?
Oh yeah, you're all good.
Cool.
Okay. I just want to double check my character sheet to make sure he is in fact full. I can't recall. Did we end up talking at all after that, like encounter, like the party? I don't think we did. We kind of just ended it because it was a little late, right?
Yeah, I think we just ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, fuck it, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ugh. Yeah. We all just kind of like look at each other, make eye contact.
Well,
Especially
that's enough for today.
So yeah, I guess once we like all get up and make some food, have some rations, stuff like that, I think that I would kind of get up and start looking towards the door, and just peering in first before really going any further while everyone's kind of getting their stuff ready and to go in.
Okay.
What do I see when I look in?
The doorway itself, it's like one person can go at a time. However, when you walk in, the hallway expands slightly, and you feel as if you could walk like 2 by 2.
And is it just a straight corridor? Is there a left and a right?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the only one that doesn't is Butcher and Atris. Oh, so
Butcher
there's
and
two of you.
Atris.
Okay.
So as you look down, it is the light from the sun kind of goes in the first like 25 feet. But as you continue to peer down, it gets very dark. But yeah, all you can really see is dark, 10-foot wide, because it's D&D, nobody can touch each other, corridor. If you would like to know more, you can roll a perception check.
I would like to know more.
Give me more.
21.
21.
Here, yeah.
As you peer down, you see a very thick moss covering the entirety of the corridor. It's made underneath, like there are patches underneath the moss that you can kind of see. It's a very smooth, well-carved brick, very tightly interlocked. However, looking up in the ceiling, you can see various like water, like a lot of water damage, as water, from what you can assume is the channel above, dripping down.
Okay.
As you peer in, you see a couple of spiders crawl up the wall. You can see some like rats skittering about.
I like elbow Atris. What do they say?
It smells like an enclosed basement that was flooded and just not dealt with for a long period of time.
Ooh, okay. Yuck.
It is not pleasant.
I am eating. Thank you very much.
Don't eat during D&D.
Yeah, I was just gonna say D&D is not for the weak-stomached.
So are we all here? Did we all follow, I assume?
I haven't gone in. I just looked in.
Yeah, David's just kind of peering in.
I wanted to know if there was like multiple directions or if it was just kind of like a straight shot. So it seems like it's more or less.
As far as you can discern from, it's a very long hallway and it looks straight. You don't really see any doorways or paths.
Okay. So for now, it's straight anyways. That's good. So at least we don't have to make a decision like right off the bat as to which direction we want to make the mistake of going.
Left or right, pick.
Yeah. And then
We have to go up.
yeah,
Start
exactly.
climbing.
God. Okay, so I guess I'll look back at the party and say, well, looks like it's a straight shot, at least for a little while. Once everyone's ready, are we ready for this? And I kind of like, you can see like, I'm almost trying to amp myself up because I know what we're about to enter, so I'm like, trying to like get the motivation to want to do this, even though it's gonna be kind of intense.
I like pipe up and I'm like, yes. I was like so eager to go for the day. Apparently, I was like, let's get going, guys. Like, let's do this.
As we get the group together out front of the door, I would like to gesture to Atris and say, if we're correct and this is the Tomb of the Traveler, is this something that maybe you should lead? You have a zoom in feature? Show me your ways.
What are you talking about? No zoom feature.
Just like,
Dun,
and he
dun,
rolls a 1. Zoom in.
Any death saves you make, I want that zoomed in.
I need to know how to do that, by the way. But later. Tell me
Whoa.
later.
There we go.
I mean, I can. I don't know much detail about the way forward. I don't know. And you have the vision. I can see
True.
nothing.
Fuck. Our rogue is blind in the dark. How terrible is this?
I mean, it's dim light for a while, but it gets progressively darker. Like, there are no torches lit or anything inside.
So my next question is, do we defaultly have torches in our backpacks? 'Cause
If you have an explorer's kit, then yes.
Did I select that?
I also am curious
I
as
have an
to
explorer's
how the inside looks. Like, does it look like a cave or does it look like a temple that just got, it's taken its
There was,
toll in
It was
time?
bricked, so it's some sort of man-made structure, it seems.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely
Male-made.
Male-made. Yep.
No females involved.
Mailman. Got it.
Only government issued.
It was human man-made.
Human man.
Human man. No, it was clearly man-made. Knowing what you know about the Traveler's Tomb, you know that this may have started out as like a natural little cave inside a cave, but it was clearly expanded upon and made to look nicer, and it's just kind of been left for years.
Do we, or would I know the last time that anybody has been here? Like, either worshiping or just that anybody has known that it's existed type of deal?
Roll a religion check.
While he does this roll, for the party mostly, I have enabled the chat buffs and DM buffs. So if you have channel points other than the people in our party, so we can't influence this. Yeah, exactly. The DM gives herself a DM buff. Wow. There is now 2 rewards for people that have watched for 5 and 7,500. I made the DM one more expensive because I felt like it could be way more punishing. So basically how it works is there's a cap on it. I have it for 2 chat buffs per session and 1 DM buff per session for now, and we'll see how that goes. And we can adjust it either way based on how we feel. But basically, I just wanted you guys to know that basically how it works is we get 1 inspiration for the entire party to share and use however they want per session, if they give it to us. So that's how those rewards work. And they can be redeemed at any point, and we can use them at any point within that session. But typically, I feel like people will use them like when we're in an oh shit moment. So I just wanted to kind of explain to you how that was going to work, and if you guys have any suggestions for future sessions, we can talk about it after this. But
nice.
What we got for now.
And what is the DM buff? The same thing? I
Same
just have
thing,
DM inspiration?
Yeah. We're going to trust you to...
I'm so sorry. I'm going to be right back, guys.
Yeah. That's okay. We're going to learn some history, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how that works. I'm going to trust that you're going to be responsible with your powers and not lie about it, so yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a cool way to like interact with chat and stuff like that for people that watch.
Yeah. No,
People kept
awesome.
asking what the Juggernaut mode did.
I know.
Juggernaut next round.
Yeah, I know. I have them disabled, right? Yeah, I turned them off because people would be asking, like, I'd be playing EFT and they're like, "Can you drop your weapon?" I'm like, "No, like, I don't have another one, and that's kind of important in this game." Can't.
All right, Atris, what did you roll for your religion check?
19.
19. So, you know, as a devout follower of the Traveler, there is no worship at a specific temple for the Traveler. Your entire life, you've always been taught just to go, as you've been doing throughout the entire campaign, just to go to random temples and do your prayer and worship there. As it is illegal to worship the Traveler in Esmios, it's a very secretive religion, and you know... You're so loud. Sorry, dogs. You know that there is no temple to the Traveler that you go to. So you get the feeling that nobody has been here for a very long time.
So in relation to the comment that you had said before, David, about whether I should lead.
Yeah.
I want to tack on to that with my knowledge that I had before, but newly found knowledge. I think as we progress, we should be fine. I don't think that anybody has been here for quite a long time. It seems pretty dilapidated in here, and it seems like there's some leakage up here. So I think we would be fine. But I would still be on guard regardless.
That more sounds like a danger to me than a comforting thing. If someone hasn't been here for a while, that could mean that the traps that were left there are still active.
I do know that there is one family that keeps guard over the vicinity temple area.
Okay.
So we should watch out for them. I doubt, and I look back at the body, I doubt that that's part of the family. So we should still keep an eye out for something.
Okay. Well, I think that you're probably the best at seeing traps. So if we have a flame lit, then hopefully your eyes will be able to detect them.
Sure.
I will be of no use when it comes to looking for traps, so even your eyes slightly hindered will be more valuable than mine.
All right.
Um,
I think so.
So what is the marching order?
I would say we have 6
Has to be
people.
2 by 2, right?
Yes.
At a max, yeah.
3 rows of 2 with Butcher in the center, probably, so that the light kind of spreads to everybody, and then I'll be beside him, and then Navora,
We can do the 2 trap finders in the front, myself and Navora.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of smart.
And we'll be in the middle, and then Zan.
I'm really eager today, anyways.
Yeah. Zan and the zombies will be in the back.
I have a question as well. How far does a torchlight travel? If that makes sense. Like, how far ahead? If he's behind
sheds-
me, can I only see 10 feet? Can I see 5? Like, I'm just
It
curious.
sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet beyond that.
Okay, so like 35 feet ish.
Yeah.
15 well, 20 kind of meh.
Sorry, 20-foot radius and then additional 20 feet. So 40 feet.
So -5, just because you're 5 feet behind me. So I'm gonna say 35.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have a cantrip called Light. I can illuminate whatever you want. You want to hold a stick? Boom, it's a torch.
Yes. Can I hold the stick, please?
Here, have this rock.
The talking stick.
Wah. It lasts for an hour. Go for it. Go nuts.
All right. I would like to take said stick and carry the stick forward.
I've been carrying torches around for weeks, months now.
My hands are
Finally,
so
an opportunity to use the torch, and I'm like, hey, a stick. Boo.
Alright, so yeah, I guess we just move forward now.
Onward.
So I missed part of that. We're using the light cantrip? Or we're using torches?
Excuse me.
Light.
The light cantrip
Light
on a stick. Yes.
Sweet.
less likely to explode things or light things on fire.
Beautiful. All right, so we have our traveling order, and you guys begin to go into the cave, or passageway, whatever you want to call it. As you travel through, the long, narrow hallway continues. Anybody who wants to can roll an additional perception check. See what you see.
An
21.
Okay, so we have an 8, we have a 21, 13, 5,
13.
13.
Unlucky number 13. Haha, we all die.
I'm carrying the torch around and I cast light on it. That's amazing.
I like that. It's
Anybody who
yeah.
got above a 10. As you move forward, you notice that the brick that is exposed beyond this moss is very old and chipped. The moss covering it has various bugs and other vermin living within it. The water just kind of drips. It hits a couple of you in the head a few times, so just sudden cold water. And as you continue forward, you can tell that in the distance, like way off, there is a slight firelight glow.
Okay.
Matt, because you rolled a 21, you can tell that it's about 75 feet away.
Okay. I point it out to everyone and say that we should stop.
Oh, and Matt, you also hear very faint footsteps ahead.
When looking ahead, is it the same corridor? Has the shape of it changed at all? Is there? Do we see anything?
Like,
any
is
discernible
it
features
straight ahead?
otherwise?
Does
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
As you're walking, you don't see any doorways. It is just a straight shot.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out what these footsteps are. We don't really have any other options, right?
Does it seem like there's any bricks on the side that might be of different color, or
Roll an investigation check.
Don't worry, guys. I've seen Atris do this before, and I just plaster myself up against the wall, like in plain sight. Hiding.
it was you said investigation, right?
Yes.
It is an 11.
You
An
learned how to
11.
speak spider. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see any traps.
I don't know if I was looking for traps necessarily, but I
They're,
assume
like,
even with an
different
11,
colored
I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Secret
You don't see any
passageways, come on.
different colored
Yeah,
bricks.
I was looking for like a secret button that would open a.
Can we?
passageway,
I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the wall. I'm gonna look for the 8th row, from directly where I'm at. 8th row up. I want to tap that one. Then I'm gonna move over 4 and 1 row up. Tap that, and that was to the right. And then tap the brick 8 to the left. 1 row
We
up.
look at you quizzically, wondering what the fuck you're doing.
And
Is
I'm
this
gonna
like
spin around.
Haggard with
Do I
the
discover
thing-
diagonally?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going with.
Okay, I feel like we just have to keep going forward. I don't know. Like, we'll just be
I think we
worried.
should send Atris ahead to scout. Who's sneaky? And
I'll-
possibly
oh,
put
I'm
out our
definitely not
torches.
sneaky.
I mean, that's the only thing Atris can actually roll is stealth, so.
Rip.
Anyway, so we're sending Atris ahead to make sure that we don't
I mean,
die.
it's still a good plan.
All right.
Oh,
Idris.
wait. Do you guys want me to try and send Elian?
No.
Because like I feel
Elian
like
always
he's having
screws
me.
everything
He hasn't done anything bad lately.
I kind of agree with that decision over a person.
All right.
Not just because it's me, but like actually.
I mean, I could also wild shape into a cat.
Right? And you get that bonus to sneak.
Don't waste it. Yeah. Yeah. Send the porcupine in.
So we're sending
Okay, so-
Elian.
We're sending the fox in.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
We should extinguish our light
Yes.
and just sit in the
sneak
dark.
up from the shadows.
So you're just like you're releasing the light cantrip.
Yep.
Okay. And it is sudden darkness. Please check Elian's stats to see if he has dark vision.
Yep.
So I'm blind. Right.
Yeah.
You're
I can-
blind and Lucas is blind.
It does not say
Sorry, what is he?
a fox.
I mean,
What is his actual species?
Platypus?
we're gonna
Um,
go with he's some sort of cat, so we know for sure he has dark vision.
Dark vision 30
Yes.
feet?
Technically, he has every racial and every ability because he is every animal.
He's everything. Yeah. He is me. He is you.
I use burrow.
So yes,
Yeah.
Elian can see 30 feet in the dark.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna send him forward to check
Okay.
out to see what Butcher has heard.
Are you going into his sight, or are you just sending him?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go full on.
Okay.
in.
Okay, so
I sit down.
you sit down.
I'm
Okay.
gonna sit down.
Eyes and ears, and you sent Elian forward. Roll him a stealth check for me, please.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want that.
So I think so it was 15.
Okay.
That's better than a 3, guys.
It is. You are correct.
Okay.
Elian, you're coming up big here.
Elian continues to move forward, kind of sticking a bit closer to the walls than the actual center of the corridor. He continues forward, trying to make, like, kind of curling his tail in, making himself appear as small as possible. Roll a perception check for him. And I believe he does get advantage.
Yes. So it was 17.
17. Okay. Elian continues to move forward, and as he gets about 10 feet away, you have a connection with him, and you can feel how visibly uncomfortable he is with the scent. The scent alone is very much getting to his stronger senses. It reeks to you guys, let alone to someone with enhanced senses. But he continues forward because you told him to. As he
Sorry,
gets
yeah.
closer, he begins to hear the sound of the footsteps as well. Do you want... So he's about 30 feet away from you guys, and there's about another 20 feet to get to the firelight. Yes.
So I'm using the 5e SRD, and foxes have keen senses, which is advantage on wisdom perception.
Yes.
Anything that relies on sight or smell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if you rolled advantage.
Yes, I did. Thank you. He needs it. His welcome.
Better safe than
Matt
sorry.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
die today.
I can't see anything else though yet. I can just hear things and just see that little bit of like.
He isn't quite close enough to the door, and with a 17, you can only really hear these. They're very light footsteps, like they're not heavy at all. You get the sense that it is a lighter creature,
Okay.
whatever's in there. and you hear a few sets of footsteps.
Okay, yeah, we'll have him keep going a little bit more.
And
You're lagging, I think. Is it just us?
Do you kind of try in the doorway?
Wait, 1 sec. Pause. No, I think we're lagging.
Yeah,
Why?
sorry guys, I just lost y'all.
Yeah. Oh god, Discord, please don't do this to us. Meg's cam
Sounds
is-
good now.
It's just
Alright.
Meg.
Meg's cam is frozen. Everyone else seems.
I can hear her fine.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, but your cam's frozen.
Oh, whoa.
She just turned it on and off.
Let's try that. How's that?
Okay, there you're back.
There we go. Okay,
Sweet.
good.
Okay.
Sorry, we missed it. Like, go back like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you send Elian 5, 10, 15 feet. Do you want him to try and get through the door, or do you want to have him kind of see what he can perceive before going in?
Definitely, like, I'll roll for him.
What was the total distance that he's traveled?
So, 19.
19. He's traveled about 45 feet at this point.
And there's a door?
Yes.
And this is before or
Okay.
after the light? The light was coming from under the door?
No, the light is coming. There is no door necessarily. It's like an open archway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, what did he roll?
19.
19. Roll him another stealth check for me, please.
So sorry, guys. Oh,
okay.
sweet. That was 18.
18. All right. Okay. He continues off into the room.
Keep those dice.
Throw those dice away. He doesn't quite get into the room yet, but he's by this archway and kind of peering in. In this room, it is a 55 by 85 foot room. There is a large iron sarcophagus in the center with a humanoid-esque like appearance on the lid. You see a couple of fire torches along the wall. You see some counter space, and you see 3 Kenku kind of walking about. Atris is racist towards Kenku.
These motherfuckers.
Great.
Yeah, you see 3 Kenku kind of milling about. There's one kind of tending to the fires, there's one that's eating, and then you see another one. Okay. There's one by the sarcophagus. However, Elian can't quite make out what that one is doing. He sees that the walls are covered by the same moss. However, there are large claw marks along the walls, similar to what you saw at the entrance of this cave.
How many Kenku were there?
3 Kenku. You see that they are wearing they are wearing green cloaks that are clearly old, kind of damaged, moth-eaten. They cover the majority of their bodies, save for the very long avian feathered fingers. And the beak is hard to hide, but it's kind of hidden behind like a green cloth. But yeah, they appear to just kind of be minding their own business and not doing much besides their work.
Okay, I'm gonna call him back to me if I can.
All right. Elian scampers back to you. Please roll him another. I just read the chat, and Sean's racism towards Kenku.
Everyone's
please
like,
roll him another
"Kenku,
stealth check."
yay," and he's like, fucking killed them all.
13.
13. As Elian is kind of beginning to make his way back to you, he hears like clicking and whistling. very like bird-esque. It's not like a they're not like communicating using common or any other language that you've heard before. It's more avian in nature.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, Elian
it
makes
is
his way
back.
back to you guys.
Okay. I like. Okay, so I tell the group pretty much what I saw. So like 3 Kanku, there's a tomb. Yeah, pretty much all that stuff.
And they were working, but we didn't
So-
really like we don't specifically know what they were doing, right? Like, it did
No,
it look
yeah.
malicious? Did it look? Are they just making sweaters? Like,
Making bacon pancakes?
are we just gonna roll up in there and be like, "Fuck your coat making business"? Like,
Well, like,
Light
I-
everything
I
on
don't
fire.
think-
yeah, working class citizens die.
I don't really think they have any idea we're here yet.
That's good.
So that's good. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I guess then we just keep moving forward.
Are we gonna do something like?
I guess we
Loot
don't.
those masks.
I feel like we don't.
Oh, actually, okay, wait, hold on a second. No, okay, never mind.
I feel like we
No,
just don't
good.
go in there and start lighting them up. I feel like we got to talk to them. Like, giving
so
up the element of
who's
surprise
our
does kind of
best
suck.
persuader?
Yeah. But I don't know. Does it make sense to anyone to actually do anything about them before?
I
Like,
mean-
I feel like we need to just go and address them.
Can I ask?
Then
Can,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Can I ask if there were specific people that followed the traveler?
Racially or
Roll a religion check.
Sure. Yeah. 13.
13. As far as you're aware, like, it's kind of like any. You know that changelings are the majority of the base due to the fact that the Traveler is the one that created them. Beyond that, you're not really sure.
Oh, sorry, I need it. Can I also ask if there are any spiders around?
Roll investigation.
Well, that's a good one. Fucking investigative tonight. 24.
24.
Yeah.
Looking around, you see several old-looking and new-looking spider webs. And kind of intrigued by them, you look around, but most of them appear to be abandoned. Save for one spider that's kind of sitting in the center of its web.
Okay, I'd like to use my ability to speak spider.
free real estate.
Waiting.
I have so much regret about that meme.
It's because I couldn't do anything, so you had to give me something.
Yeah, you had like 3 rough combats in a row.
It was fucking brutal, man. It was not fun. All right, can I? I'm trying to think of what to ask him specifically, because spiders will know.
The spider is about 30 feet up from you.
Okay, so I couldn't just normally click at him. I would have to like yell click at him.
Yes.
Okay.
we give
Would
away
he-
our
would the-
position.
Would the other lesser race hear us?
Here's
or
what we do. We get Xana to spider climb on cast spider climb on you, and then you can go be one with your spider up on the ceiling. And then you can
I
go
don't
have a
see the
conversation.
downside.
I mean, I can do that.
Is it a spell? Like, or is it a cantrip?
If it's a cantrip, do it.
I think it's a spell.
Fuck.
Pretty sure it's a spell. Like, I'd have to use.
All right,
Uh,
never mind then.
It's up to you. If you really
No, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just. I was just gonna see if they were up to anything malicious, but
Let's just go find out. Let's go have a chat.
How about I just use Mage
Okay,
Hand and bring the spider to you?
There we go.
Ah, fuck, wrong character. My bad.
Oh, baited.
False advertising.
Oh,
Um,
Clink.
Ah, balls.
All right.
So-
Let's just go out there and talk to them.
Are we all gonna go though?
Yeah.
Or should some of us hang back?
no,
Like,
I think
we're
we
all-
should stick together here and push
We're,
on.
we're all
Let's
just
space
okay.
out.
Okay.
I think we
Okay.
should go in, but I think that we should probably space a little bit.
I don't think we can.
Once
Right.
we get it, oh, it's in an open room, is it not? Or is it
We have to-
are they in the hallway?
No, they're in a room.
Okay.
We have to breach it.
There is no door. You can just walk right through.
I would like
I'd
to
like to
breach and
breach
clear
the
the
open door,
archway.
please.
Breach and clear. Let's do
Flash and
this.
clear. Oh, we're all blind. There's no door. Fuck. All right, so let's just go in.
Oh,
We're gonna
boy.
walk in this room. I'll go. I'll go first.
I have blind or deafen.
Get the. Be
I should prepare that next time.
Prepare the something to put light on, just in case, because you guys will need to see at some point. So just be mindful of that.
There are torches and
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is lit enough that they can see. All right, maybe not then. All right, let's go in. We're gonna walk in. So I'm gonna go and approach the group of Twa.
Just a quick question. Should we do warding bond now?
Oh
It's
yeah,
like it lasts for
let's
an
fist bump
hour.
our rings.
Let's try this.
All
Okay.
right, bro.
So,
Alpha, beta, omega for life.
and
Fist bump.
we do this and touch. Where's your camera? Where's my camera?
Wait, oh, okay.
This way?
Yeah, this
Or
way.
that way.
Ready? And yep, and go. Boom.
Okay.
And now,
So,
so what do I get for this?
You get damage resistance.
I am the all right. Buff of the frat boy gives me.
You get 1+ AC
Ooh, okay.
and resistance to all damage.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, dude. I fucking love alpha, beta, omega.
Isn't
Right?
there a caveat to that spell?
Nope, nope.
Every time you take damage, I take the same amount of damage.
So we're taking quarter damage just together.
Yeah, so basically it's if you
Quarter
take
damage,
10
isn't it half
if you
damage?
take
Well,
10
we're
damage.
taking half damage because of the resistance, and then he's taking half of half. So
No, he's taking the same amount of damage you
I
take.
take the
oh,
same.
we're equal
so
damage.
it just
Oh, okay. So we're still taking
Yeah.
half. Okay.
so if you take 10 damage, then it gets reduced to 5 and I take 5.
Yeah.
So it just splits the damage plus I'm going to be healing and probably in the back more, so
Does it work with heals too? Do I get the same amount of heals?
that's up to the DM apparently. It doesn't say anything about that. It just says each time you take damage,
share
I
a
take
health
the
pool.
same amount of damage. But if I take negative damage, do you take negative damage?
No, the spell drops if you go down. If that's what you're
spell-
asking.
If I go down, the spell drops. But if I heal myself, does it heal
Oh.
you?
If it doesn't specify in the rules, I'm gonna say no.
No.
What's your health pool, by the way?
56.
Oh, you will die slightly before me. Nice.
Well, plus I get health points back for healing people. So
Oh, okay. So I will die first. Nice.
yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, we have now bonded. Let's go. Let's get in there.
All right. You continue forward. If you wish to be stealthy, please roll a group stealth check for me. Or if you wish to just make your presence known, if it's not already.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned.
I want to walk in there like all quiet and see if they notice us. Just like very calmly shuffle into the room and stand in a semicircle.
I'm not gonna like sneak per se, just a casual walk.
Yeah. Well, sneaky. We want to surprise them a little bit.
I
We
know,
want them
but
to turn
I'm
around
not
and be like,
talking
"Ooh."
not like crouch walking. You know what I mean? Like we're like full
No.
standing, but slowly.
Yeah.
Are you singing Don't Be Suspicious?
Don't be suspicious, don't be
Do we get
suspicious.
a bonus if we
No.
do?
Damn it.
Let's
Then
do
no.
it.
Okay,
That will
everybody
definitely
roll
give
stealth
us the
for
debuff.
me.
All right.
25.
The
Jesus fuck.
stealthiest.
21.
16.
25, 21, 16,
Stealth.
4.
4.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I also have a 4.
It's a group stealth roll, so we should be okay.
So,
we might be
luckily
fine. We
for
might be
you
okay.
guys, it's a group stealth roll, law of averages. Navora's kind of humming Don't Be Suspicious to herself.
As she does it, it gets stuck in my head, so we start humming it.
Sorry, Meg, can you speak up a bit? I can't hear you.
As she starts humming it, it gets stuck in my head, and I start humming it with her.
Perfect. But with the 25 and the 21, you two kind of smack your respective people. Like, we're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. Hey.
But you continue forward.
All right. So, how
Okay.
close do we get before they realize? Am I behind their neck? I'm like, hi.
You guys get to the doorway, and you see one Kenku. As Navora described, you see one Kenku by the sarcophagus. You see one Kenku tending to a fire, in a nice hearth. And you see another Kenku seemingly cooking and eating. The one that is by the hearth is just looking at you guys.
Can we see what he's eating?
He's not eating anything. The one that is eating is roll perception to see what he's eating.
I have no idea. I'm fucking blind. I got a 4.
Kenku, man. They're awful.
Fucking
They're
awful.
the worst.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
you clearly they're aware that you're here. Your presence is known.
Yeah.
But they kind of seem to be going about their own business.
Okay, so one is looking at the party though, so as we walk in.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll just address them. I'll be like, sorry to interrupt your breakfast, but we have some business to attend to here.
And he kind of begins making various clicking noises with his beak and kind of whistles. You cannot understand what he's saying.
They're adults though, right?
Yes. Having traveled with a child Kenku named Piper,
Yeah.
you know that these are not children, these are all adults.
I don't know if you're playing coy with me or you've never been outside this tomb, but we have business to attend to.
Why don't we just do our thing and see if they try and stop us?
I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
Just be polite about it, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. They just look at us, nothing happens when I readdress them?
So the one at the hearth and the one that was eating are currently looking at you. The one that was by the sarcophagus is currently working at the sarcophagus. Anybody that wants to roll a perception check for me, and I will be right back.
Nope.
Oh, we all got natural 20s.
That?
Convenient.
No one
I
tell
did
her.
not roll.
I got a 26. I have a +2.
I got a soft 20, so.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
I
got a 9.
17.
Sorry, just trying to find something.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Too many
Don't be
blush.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh my god, thanks for that song. I just got the stripper song out of my head, so oh, now it's back. It's fine.
Which song is that?
Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper.
Oh boy.
TikTok has ruined us.
I found that song
Okay.
randomly on Spotify the other day, and I was like, it's the fucking song from TikTok.
I actually have a Spotify playlist that is TikTok songs.
Oh my god.
One that I get stuck in my head the most is bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
Bored in the house and I'm in the house.
I'm in a house
Alright.
board.
In the house board, in the house board.
Anyway,
Alright, I got a 9.
16.
we got 9,
11.
11,
17.
17,
Soft 20.
16.
soft 20, huh?
16.
Could have led with that.
16. Okay. So, we have a 17 and a 16 as our two hot. No, we have and a soft 20. Okay. You guys kind of begin looking around. You have two bird people looking at you. The other one is by the sarcophagus.
Ooh, I'll share some food with the one by the fire.
Okay. I'm just gonna finish describing the room first, and then we will
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were...
resolve that. Similar to the hallway, the room is covered in this moss with like kind of water leaking from the ceiling. You see one door beside the hearth. Anybody who rolled above a 15 can see the claw marks along the walls. The with a soft 20, Adris, you can kind of pinpoint that these are relatively old, and these have been here for some time.
Go ahead.
Would it have been made from the? I'm going to be honest. I forget what the enemy was that we fought before. Would it have been made from that?
The shadow, or the
Bahir?
thing outside?
Yeah, the Bahir.
Yeah.
No. These claw marks seem a lot larger than a Bahir's.
Okay.
Whatever this was, it was very big.
I know. So I know. I've seen them too because I've seen through Elian, right?
Yes.
Okay. Would I have any idea of what kind of like creature it would be from?
Roll a nature check.
Oh.
You're naturey.
Nope, not today. A 4.
Looking at it, it's unlike any claw mark you've ever seen before in your years of hunting.
Okay.
So, Butcher, you want to share some food with the Kenku?
Yes.
Okay.
I bring an offering of my shitty rations.
What? Okay, so like kind of dried meat, cheeses,
Yep.
sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You
Can I go?
approach, and
Which one
he
seems like they're in
kind of-
charge?
you kind of see him, if you can see like him raise a brow at you, and just kind of makes these clicking noises.
Does he
I'm
take
gonna
the food?
assume he's an idiot, so I'm gonna mime eating.
He just continues to stare at you, but doesn't do anything further.
Does he accept it, or am I still holding it like an asshole?
You're still holding it like an asshole.
Throw it in his face. Just kidding.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I put it away.
Okay, so it seems like they're just not able to understand us. So I'm gonna go over towards the tomb. Who has the runes that were to seal this?
Oh, I do. Don't I?
Okay. I think it was you.
Matt,
Yeah.
roll an Arcana check for me.
It's surrounded by magical landmines.
Am
in which
I the
I've
most
stepped on
magical
one.
person here? That's bad.
Yep. You're our smartiest fellow.
7. Looking at the scroll, I will let you take the same roll and apply it to history as well. You'll get 2 different things, but it'll help the situation.
Do I roll again?
No, use the same roll, but you can use your history modifier.
Oh, my history. Derp. History. Oh, wait, what the... 10.
10.
Mm.
You remember that this scroll was to release a spell that was enclosing a magical artifact that, when removed, you needed DC 10 to remember what Garland told you. This scroll was to release a magical force that was protecting a magical artifact that, once you remove from the tomb will be sealed. There is no chance of reviving the traveler without this magical item.
Okay. So, is there something on the tomb?
Roll an investigation check.
There
Let's
should.
go over and
I
take a
just
gander.
tell everyone there should be something on the tomb, like a gem. I forget. Wasn't it like an emerald?
You are.
There should be a green emerald or something,
Green
right?
emerald.
I got an
Isn't this one
18.
the emerald one?
Mhm.
Soft 20.
Listen to that purr.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Soft 20. You, looking around the room, you don't see any emerald, or seemingly magical-looking artifact.
They're inside the Kenku. We have to kill them.
Okay.
Is the
The
bird
files
still...
are inside the computer.
Okay,
Are we
so
sure we're in the right room?
Can I check out the other thing that's in the room? Is there something else in there? Oh.
There's a hearth and there's a door.
Can I check out the door? Like, I don't want to open it, but I just want to, like...
I would like to talk to the Kenku that's by the tomb.
As you approach the door, the Kenku that is by the hearth closest to the door immediately pulls out a short sword and blocks access to the door.
Okay.
Can we knock on the door?
gonna be like,
I'm not gonna
"Hello."
open it. I'm just gonna knock on it.
He looks at you, and you can kind of roll an insight check.
I just want to look at him and be like, we cause no harm. We're nice people.
14.
14. You can tell that this Kenku is very frustrated about something. You can he's very frustrated and he's trying to communicate with you guys, but there seems to be some sort of language barrier.
Oh, okay. Can I try
and
speaking
he can't
in?
say what he wants to say.
Sorry.
But he seems very protective of that door and is adamant about you not going into it.
Can I go over to him? I have paper and pen. Can I show him and then ask him to draw or something like that? So I'll basically pull it out with my ink and my quill and my piece of paper and say and show him that I can draw on the paper and then hand it to him.
He grabs it and he begins to write very quickly. You see that he's actually writing in common.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
As he's writing, sorry, I lost my train of thought. He's writing very vigorously before handing it back to you. Just saying, you are welcome in this room, but not beyond it. There are rules we have to follow.
Can you understand what we're saying but not speak? Yes.
He nods.
Oh, yes or no. I'll say so that maybe he can respond. Because he would learn that word, no?
He looks at you and he responds, yes. You're kind of used to it with Piper, but it's still kind of freaky hearing your own voice back
weird,
at you.
For sure, but I understand the dynamic of speaking to Kenku at least. It's just weird to see people that can write but can't speak it at this age, anyways. Okay, so what is beyond this this door? And I hand it. I'm assuming he's just gonna keep the paper for now, and I'll take it back when I'm done.
Okay. He simply writes secrets.
Keep it secret.
We are here to seal the Traveler's Tomb.
He responds with no such thing.
No tomb of the Traveler? Question mark?
Sealing it requires robbery.
Robbery of what?
A secret.
Then we're going to need to know that secret.
He simply he looks at you and hands back the paper very courteously. But he stands to his full height, which is 4'3". You are much taller than him, but he is a Kenku. And he simply pulls his short sword and points it at you.
Can I just kind of get down a little closer to his height? And I want to just be like, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. He can understand what we're saying, right? Because he just can't speak it back. Okay. Can I just ask him one more time, just using a little bit more of a sweetness to my voice, trying to just be like, are you sure you can't tell us about these secrets?
He gave the paper back to David, so he like hands out
Yeah.
hand
Hand
the
it back to
paper.
him.
And he writes down ancient secret, forest to protect. Wish I could help. And then he moves the sword and points it at you.
As this is happening
Okay.
in my rations, I'm hoping that I have some sort of like vegetable, something that was alive at some point that has been harvested. I'm gonna say, can I just
Roll-
do this for?
What are you trying to accomplish with it?
So basically, I want to suck the life out of it in front of him,
Okay.
and I just want to do it theatrically more than anything.
Along your travels, I'll say that you've been able to find a
mushrooms.
couple of berries here and there that
Okay.
you've kind of harvested. You have found mushrooms,
Okay.
which you can do.
Before that happens, I just kind of want to nudge Atris and be like, well, you follow the traveler, and they follow the... You should talk to them.
Yeah, I'd rather die.
What the fuck? Alright. Anyway, so as this happens and he's got the sword out, I like reach into my bag and I say, there are 3 of you and 6 of us. And as that's happening, I hold out my palm to show the black magic coursing through my hand and the life being sucked from the mushroom. I don't think we are someone you want to mess with.
Sorry, 1 second.
I love the way this is going. I think that we should definitely threaten them some more.
We should definitely fight them and fucking kill them, but you know, that's just me.
I mean, I'm down. You know me, combat slut.
Mhm.
Who is in the back?
Probably Zan.
Okay. Zan, you notice at this point that the other 2 Kenku are watching very intently. The one that is by the sarcophagus has not moved. But the one that is by, like, that was eating is currently standing holding the hilt of his own short sword. Anybody who wants to can roll an insight check to kind of figure out what's going on.
Did he say something about the forest?
No, we didn't say anything about the forest.
I got a 16 for insight.
16.
I thought he said protect
10.
the.
Protect family secrets.
Oh, insight.
I got a 25.
Shit.
Okay.
19.
So with a 25, and did anybody roll a 20 or higher? Besides Navora?
Nope.
Okay. Given how they're acting and how they're behaving, you kind of get the feeling that they are magically inclined to protect what they're protecting. They don't necessarily want to fight you, but they have to.
I mean, I'm just here to seal this tomb. If they're getting in our way, then they're going to be put down.
Okay.
That's up to you.
I just kind of want to like say to the group, kind of like trying to like not make them know that I'm telling them, but I'm just like, guys, I think they're really good with magic stuff. Like,
Sorry. By inclined, do you mean that they're almost cursed to protect?
To me, it sounded like
Or
that they were
being
like
forced to protect
mind
this
controlled.
area?
They're
okay, yeah,
they're
so they're-
cursed.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they're
cool, cool,
cursed to protect this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we can stall them by fighting, and then someone can go check out that door while we're too busy beating the shit out of these Kenku and see if they can solve the problem.
I think there might be a way to puzzle this out. Like, do they need something for us to allow? How would they allow us to pass?
can
Have we not been asking that already?
can I lean down and or like get back to that guy's eye level and ask him one more thing? Can I just ask him if there's anything he wants, or if there's anything that like that he would be able to allow us to open this door?
Yeah. Allow us
Like-
to pass.
Yeah.
only true followers can pass.
I
my
see
boy
that,
here.
and I just do a slow turn to Atris, and I'm
Wait.
like,
No, not just Zan. Everybody turns to
Everybody,
Atris.
I like look down and I'm just like, Jesus fucking
Walk
Christ.
on
And I
through.
don't even look at any of the fucking Kenku. And just as soon as I hear that, I just start walking towards the door and see if they start to like turn their hilts towards me.
As you start to approach the door, he immediately again puts his blade against the door and with his other hand writes prove.
Oh.
Prove it.
Prove it. Just fuck you. I'm gonna prove shit.
Here's my proof. Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Sorry. Somebody in the background gave me some information that I shouldn't use, so. Sorry,
What
I
is
can tell you.
Ange telling you to do?
She told me to shit in my hand and show it to them.
the ultimate power move. The ultimate.
I don't even understand, but it was
Like,
funny.
imagine just he drops his pants and he's like, and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
This god is a weird way of showing that they're devout followers. I mean, technically that has traveled.
Not so hard, man. You're gonna blow an O-ring.
Yes, can you put hemorrhoids on your character sheet? Thanks.
That's another character.
It doesn't classify as a curse, technically.
Yeah.
So how would you like to try and prove that you are a follower of the Traveler?
That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to remember the last time that we talked, if he had said anything to me. And I feel like he did, and it's taking me forever to find it in my notes. So if you'll give me just a moment, I apologize.
What's
What's that?
I was like, is the Traveler? It's not a shapeshifter thing, is it?
Well, so I was gonna try before I walk towards the door to shapeshift into the general appearance of what I've seen him as, because I've never seen his face, and he always has a hood up. So I was gonna try to do that and just be like, yeah, get out of the way, bitches, like it's me. But
Shit,
yeah,
that would have been good.
right. I don't know how far back it was that I talked to him. That's the other thing. So I know it was the session where we were in. It was the one-on-one that we had.
Yeah.
That was the last time that we talked, and I'm trying to find that.
Were you in a church? Or
I thought that's one
That
I
was-
remember.
we were
is where
all
you
there
went
for
to a
that.
church to pray, and then you ended up having a discussion.
We did have a one-on-one though, and I'm pretty sure that was
Yeah.
the last time that we talked. Like, yes,
Yep.
it was. There was one with you guys, but yeah, there was one. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to take up your time.
I want to
It's
figure.
awesome.
I mean, it's either that or we're gonna have to kick some Kenku ass. So.
Otherwise, I was thinking I could wild shape into like a mouse and just like go under the door. Fuck everyone. I could just
Was this before we met? Were you there, Butcher, when I spoke to the Traveler last?
I don't think
Roll.
so.
Oh, it's more for my notes reasoning. Like, was he there, or is it further back or
I
before?
think so.
Atris,
yeah.
I will just have you roll a religion check for me.
And hopefully we don't fuck that up. We fucked that up. It's an 8.
It's an 8. As far as you can recall, the Traveler did not give you any information on how to get through this door.
All right, I kind of just like look back at everyone like,
Shapeshift?
oh, can I just?
maybe?
Are they going to attack me if I sit here? Like, it's not a timed thing, is it?
No.
They don't appear to be in any sort of
I'm
rush.
just making sure it's not a time trial. I want to like,
Ooh.
Fucking.
you want me to
Ken.
wait for that?
Ah, fuck you and your
Okay.
tacos.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let everyone know I'm building a dice tower.
Nice.
Nice.
Zan, what's your passive perception again? 16?
Mine is 17.
17. So, Zan. You're more in the back, correct? You kind of do a quick scan, and it's at this point that you kind of see something shiny catch your eye.
Ooh, shiny.
And you look over, and you see the Kenku's hand move from the tomb, like not the tomb, the sarcophagus, and kind of retreat back.
Okay.
And that's all you really see.
I didn't hear it at all. Sorry.
Can I, while that happened, can I just kind of like sit down and just try to pray to the traveler?
Roll a religion check.
It's a 9.
How long do you want to pray for?
How long am I allowed?
Oh,
How
No
much
one-
time do you want to waste praying?
Nobody seems like you just.
I mean,
I'm
if
good.
there's
I'm
no,
good here.
yeah, if there's no pressure, then I'm just gonna fucking pray until either I get pressure to stop, like pressure from an ally, like hey, pay attention, or from the Kenku with where I get stabbed.
2 days later.
You begin to pray, and about 5, 10. We'll stop at the 10-minute mark. But for the next 10 minutes, you are praying, and nothing is happening. So while those 10 minutes are happening, is there anything anybody else would like to do?
Can I approach the Kenku at the sarcophagus?
I was gonna say I want to go up to the sarcophagus as well.
Okay. So you two approach the sarcophagus. It's very old looking, kind of medieval in nature, like iron, rusted in some part. The vaguely humanoid design on it, you can't entirely tell what it is. But you do see a Kenku sitting in front of it.
Can I druid craft like a flower? Like a
Mhm.
like a magician almost, like there it is. And I will approach the Kenku and like put the flower on the sarcophagus as I do.
Okay. He kind of appears to give you no real mind as like, so how are you putting, like, where are you putting the flower?
Kind of like where I would perceive like a chest to be, so like a foot down that area.
Okay. So,
As it happens, we all
As
explode
you-
in a ball of fire because there's a magic trap on it.
while that's happening, Navora, what are you up to?
God,
I just want to be like inspecting the sarcophagus a little bit and like
done a bad
I'm like-
thing.
I really want to poke it,
Everything I did.
but like I don't know if I should. So I'm just like,
What would you like to do?
I really want to poke it, but I don't know if I should.
Well,
I'm gonna poke it.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I want to like, do I see anything like weird about it, or like anything that stands out
Roll
to
an
me?
investigation check.
Out of character, Atris. Didn't the traveler ask us to close his tomb?
Yeah, but I can't just be like, oh yeah, I talked to him. He told me to close it. Like, come on, guy.
I mean, you could
I
try.
would. Yeah.
It's just confusing.
Well, I'm
to us.
meditating for 10 minutes, so I have
Yeah,
to wait
you're-
until these
you're-
10 minutes are done.
10 minutes or having a shit, whichever one comes first. Both
Whatever
work.
comes out first is,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
it is what it is.
Traveler, you
what
better
did you
appear.
roll? Navora.
I'm not one. So
You begin to kind of walk around, inspecting it, and kind of happening around the same time, your foot catches a rock,
We open the tomb.
and around the same time, Around the same time, Zan puts the flower down.
Oh, no.
As you fall and Zan puts the flower down, you accidentally shove the Kenku to the ground.
Oh
And
no.
trying to
Physical
catch
wisdom.
yourself, you accidentally shove what you think is the lid to the sarcophagus.
Oh shit.
It's at this point that you hear all three Kenku begin shrieking with loud whistles, calls, clicking, like they are clearly panicked about something, as a loud, deep rumble is heard. I need everybody to roll dexterity saving throws for me as the ground begins to
Oh
shake.
shit.
I'm
This
so sorry, guys.
this is your Chalia moment.
Just one of many.
Hey, you know what? Rangers gotta fuck up bad.
Oh, we got a chat buff from Just Pill. I rolled a 4, so
Oh, thank God I needed that.
yeah.
I
You, can-
rolled a
Oh, I
7.
did too.
Okay.
we only get one person gets to use it, not the whole party.
Oh, damn it.
Fuck. Okay.
All right, so everybody spit
Roll
their
it.
dex saves at me. We will start with David.
4.
4, Zan,
7.
7, Butcher,
7.
7, Flora,
10.
10, Atris,
11.
11.
So I guess I'll use the inspiration point to try and get mine higher since I'm the lowest. I got 20. Soft.
20. Okay. So everybody except for Atris and David immediately fall to the ground. You are considered prone as the ground begins to shake and you're no longer able to stay standing. As before you watch as this large abomination begins to reach out from the ground, beginning to stand. The sarcophagus is no longer the main feature as it moves up, revealing a spine-esque look. The head of a severely scarred looking creature, its hand covering its face, as the other hand, long talon-like nails coming out of the ground as it pulls itself up. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Well, it was fun playing with all y'all.
Right?
Build some new characters.
Mother. Nothing.
It's okay, it's just initiative. Oh, Timo gave us a chat buff too. This is it. That's all our buffs. And DM still has her buff. Maybe that's why we failed so horribly. Let us
I
know,
haven't used it yet.
let us know when you do, just so we know.
Well,
If you,
yeah, for
just-
sure.
Do we use it
Okay.
right away? Is that the idea?
No, we can use it whenever. It's hard because of stream delay. I didn't want to make it so that we have to use it in the moment, because what if they're 3 seconds behind and they missed the roll they were trying to give us for? So we're just gonna do it. Party decides for the session.
Okay. 20 to 25.
I got 22.
22. 15 to 20.
16.
16. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
I got
Or sorry, 10.
5.
Did I do 10 to 15 yet?
I don't know, but I was supposed to be 11. Sorry.
Okay. 5 to 10.
5.
Butcher, what did you get? Cool. Okay.
2.
And Butcher. All right. So if we let's take a quick break. Everybody take a pee if you need to. We will set up the battle map and we will be back shortly.
All right, be right back, guys.
Make sure to mute your mic when you're peeing.
Damn it. Who's excited?
Oh, Navora, you're the giant camera on this. Quick switches. Wait, where are you? Oh my god, everyone's in the wrong spot. Oh,
no.
God, the production quality is terrible.
Technical difficulties.
You go over here, you go over here, you go over here. Yes, Navora.
Oh, this is a good time to ask. Meg, I have
Oh
a
my
question
God.
for you.
Literally everyone.
Answer.
in
Is
different
there a
spots.
book that has gymnastics in them? That Zan cover?
Genasses?
Yeah.
Genasses, I will get back to you after the session.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious.
When you
I
ask
know
them,
all of the information is on D&D Beyond, like just online, because I can't put my finger on it right now.
Yeah, that's
All right. Welcome back, everybody.
All right.
Hope everyone's got their snacks. I got my stress wine. Let's see.
I've already eaten my cookie.
Get more.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Gonna get bacon.
But yeah, let's start stress eating. At the top of the order, we have Navora.
And so for stream's sake, all of the characters that are gray, minus the one on the furthest left,
Oh. Big baddie.
big baddie, little guy, Kenku. The one furthest left is a pet of Navora's, and everyone else is the players. All right.
So Navora, you are currently knocked prone, and there is a big, terrifying creature in front of you.
I cry.
And I pass my turn.
Yeah, I just passed right out. I would like to move away.
Okay. You will
So-
risk an opportunity
okay.
attack.
Okay, actually, how close is it to me? Like, is it?
It is right over.
So can I just pull my short swords and just try and like stab
Don't
him?
forget that you do have disengage. You could like.
You do have action disengage, yeah.
You just wouldn't get to attack
Okay.
this
Oh.
turn.
Okay, so I would just I don't know. I'm just gonna cry. Can I just
So,
cry?
how does disengage work in conjunction
Yeah.
with someone that's prone?
They would have to use half their movement to stand up, take their action, disengage, and move the rest of their movement back wherever they want to move.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
and
can move
is
50.
is sobbing a free action?
Yeah.
I will say sobbing is a bonus action.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Depends
Okay,
how
so-
profusely
Sobbing
you
is
wish to
expensive.
sob.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like get up, if I can,
Yep. So that is half your movement.
and then just like back away, as far as I can.
And you're going to use your action to disengage.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Sorry you froze on me.
No,
Which way
that's
are you
okay.
heading?
So yeah, where would you like to move? Just so we can move you on the map.
To more towards the door, like where I am, move me back towards the door we came in.
Can we agree
Okay.
on north, south, east, and west being up, down, left, right kind of
Correct.
thing?
Yep. So north is top of the screen, south is bottom. So we're just gonna
Perfect,
travel
thank you.
west.
That's wonderful.
Awesome.
I love card.
Thank you.
All right, and you move 15 feet back. And what would you like Elian to do?
He would just follow me.
Okay. He will take his action to disengage, and he will follow.
Oh,
Cool.
David, your parents?
They're with me.
Oh, I see them now.
Yeah,
They're-
sorry. So I am the guy,
camouflage.
the southernmost player, with the two people
Mhm.
behind him being my zombies.
All right. And then spending the rest of your turn crying.
Yeah.
Bonus action
Cool.
sob,
No.
engaged.
Bonus action, profuse sobbing. Okay. Atris, you are up.
Are we able to tell if these Kenkus are attacking us, or are they also in fear of this thing, or what?
They look terrified. You don't even have to roll insight on that. They look terrified.
So are they hanging out, or are they leaving?
Well, it's not their turn yet.
Okay, so we don't know.
You do not know.
I'd like to throw the Kenku into the monstrosity. How has the entire thing shown itself, or is it just still its arms in vision?
It is starting to come out. You're not sure how tall this creature is.
Okay.
But there is like one arm kind of above this little.
Keep in mind, you can always hold your action for something to happen. Atris, if you're concerned about the Kenku, you can always ready your action.
No, I'm not necessarily concerned about them. I was just curious as to how far that thing was out. Is the northern side which side is he coming out from? Like, is he coming out on the south side? Is he coming out on the east side? You know what I mean? Like, how is he coming out?
He is where the sarcophagus was, so he's coming out from underneath the
He
sarcophagus.
basically just exploded the sarcophagus.
Oh, so he's just going straight in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay,
sarcophagus is on his back.
Can I get behind? I'm assuming that's behind whatever the north side is. I want to get like on the north side of him, I guess.
Okay, so top of the screen.
Yes. Well, no, not all the way. Like, I want to get like close at like melee range on his backside.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put him one closer though. I think. Yeah.
And then can I try to? I guess. I don't know what's out. His arms, his back, his neck, whatever is there. Can I try to gouge out?
Stabby stab?
To jerk off real quick.
Yeah. Roll a jerk off attack.
He's
All right, I'd like
sedated.
to spew my venom on him. It is. Why don't I make this one? Plus Dex. I'm sorry. 24.
That hits.
Okay.
Now, you do not get sneak attack because it is not engaged with anybody else.
That's fair.
And you are not an assassin rogue.
Figure. I picked the worst rogue. I really did.
Yours is more utility based.
Yeah, I've done utility things. Smile.
You have done some pretty crazy shit.
6. Hog?
6 damage.
Nope. Hold on. Hold your goddamn horses. Damn it. Damn it. 15. 15 damage.
Gonna pick on Atris again.
Yeah, of course you are. Bitch.
Oh, I'm really gonna pick on Atris now.
Wait.
What did you do?
I'm
bad
kidding, baby. Okay. Sorry, just responding. Okay. So, Atris, you seeing this absolute monstrosity beginning to... Can I help you, sir? Begin to rise up from the ground. You immediately run over and slash into it with the Fury's rapier.
The Furious
You
Raper?
don't
Yep.
hear any sound as you take like a decent chunk out of its arm, but it's at this point that you look and you see its face. You don't see necessarily the entire face as its hand is covering it. You just see one gleaming yellow eye staring right at you. Is that your turn?
How far did I move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I bonus action disengage 5 feet?
Okay, stop.
And that would be my turn after that.
Okay. Alrighty, it is now this creature's turn. It is going to stand. And it's at this point that you guys see that this creature is about 10 to 15 feet tall. And it is just staring in and around the ground. Who is near it? The Kenku and Zan?
And me, who is prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to make a claw attack against Zan.
My waifu, no. I'm gonna have way too many revenge story arcs if she dies here as well.
That's a 16
You
to
killed
hit.
my mom, or you killed my dad, and you killed my wife.
That does hit.
That does hit. Okay. Okay, 16. Sorry, gotta grab some dice.
Gotta grab some dice. One more handful, don't worry, we're almost there.
Okay.
1,206 damage, yeah.
That is 21 points of slashing damage. And it is going to attempt to grapple you. So I need you to make a strength check. To get out of a grapple, you need to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check. I will let you decide as it attempts to grab you.
Oh.
21.
21.
Yes.
It moves to claw, like, it swings its arm and claws deep into the ribs. You feel the nails pierce your skin and into the muscle. You feel as if it almost nicked your lung and how deep the claws went. And as it tries to wrap its hand around you, you're able to roll out of the way as it closes its hand and misses before retracting it. All right.
Use the gore like lube. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Too much. Never mind.
And
mic
yeah,
on?
that is going to be its turn.
Okay.
All right. It is now David's turn.
Still no Kenku action, huh? Fuck. We wanted to know what the Kenkus were doing to this Jesus things here.
Sorry, just checking things.
As a
Okay.
with spiritual guardian, can I change who is unaffected by it? Like midway through its duration, or no? I don't. It doesn't specifically
Anyone
state.
that you consider to be an ally is safe from it.
I just don't know if I'm murdering the Kenkus or not, and I don't want to start cleaving them down before I know. So.
It is the beginning of their turn that you take damage. I will let you decide if you consider these Kenku to be your allies.
Mm. I'm going to do Ray of Enfeeblement on this giant fucking thing.
I mean, it did just clock.
Yeah. So we'll see. I have to make a ranged spell attack here, so let's see. Fuck me. No, I miss. I got a nat 1.
Yeah, you cast Ray of Enfeeblement, hoping it'll hit, but it just soars and hits the corner of the wall. Missing completely. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
We still have the chat buff. Is it worth using there or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I vote
Okay.
yay.
I'm gonna
I vote yay.
use the chat buff here to try and get a better roll.
So, I'm going to have that the buff is like advantage, or like an inspiration point, where you can only use it before the DM describes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time you roll a natural 1, call it right then and be like, wait.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Out of character, do we have anything that can debuff this at all?
I have lots. That was what that was.
Okay.
I have half damage on strength attacks was that, and then I also have like I can debuff an attribute so that they are at disadvantage on everything with that attribute.
Basically, keep David alive until he can hit me.
And then I would like to attack with my zombies.
Okay.
Yeah, just we're pretty close. And a 12 and a 15.
Both.
Both miss. Okay. All right.
Yep.
That's my turn.
As the zombies go to claw at this creature, and it just is seemingly surveying its surroundings, try to figure out what's going on. But yeah, now it is Zan's turn.
So I'm prone. Do I have to use my action to get up or my movement?
Half your movement to stand.
How far can I crawl?
I believe crawl speed is half?
What are you trying to do?
I want to get as close to Atris as I can.
Well, you could just if you got you'd be able to get pretty close to him. Why? Don't crawl. Yeah, get off the ground. The last thing you want to be is on the ground still.
We'll touch Atris.
3 to 1. Crawling.
So how much is your movement speed? You'd lose. Would she lose 20 or 15 of that? If it's half.
You get 10 feet.
If she stood up?
No, if you crawled.
No, but if she stood up, would she get 20 or 15?
What's her...
35. Because it's not a half a whole number.
Yeah. I will say, because like with damage and everything, it usually runs down, I'll say 15.
You can move 3 spaces either way. So you're best off just getting up. It doesn't seem like you can do that.
I like move behind it, and like would that provoke an opportunity attack or no?
So long as you are within, like, so long as you are basically within 5 feet of it, you will not, you will not have an opportunity.
Okay. I'm gonna go there.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I can still cast, can't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is, I didn't know what else. I didn't know if you were going to disengage or...
I'll just cast Firebolt at the big baddies.
Okay,
Actually,
roll
no,
an attack.
I lied. I'm gonna disengage and not do anything.
Okay, so
Can I
take,
say
like...
something? Like as a bonus action?
Talking's a free action.
Okay. So as I get up and move around like the backside of the big baddie, I'm moving like very pointedly towards Atris. And I say to her, listen, I can help. I can get you through that door. And that's it.
Am I able to reply, or do I have to wait till my turn?
Let's wait till you're...
You should also not just, like, you've already used all your movements, so disengaging does nothing here. You should just cast.
No, I'll say with action disengage, she can take a step back, no problem.
Well, okay. My reasoning is I don't. Let me explain this in my thought. If I attack right now, then he might turn around and attack me next turn, and I don't want that to happen. Like I'm trying to avoid him interacting with me whatsoever right now. So that's why I'm choosing not to attack rather than kind of sneak butt.
You don't have to attack him then. You could cast something, right? Do you have a heal? Anything like that? Because disengaging really doesn't do anything here.
Yeah, I guess so.
As we said, we didn't get any extra movement from disengaging earlier. It's odd that we would get it now.
Okay. Then I will cast Cure Wounds on myself then.
Okay. All right, Zan, you stand up and immediately move, trying to find a blind spot of this creature, casting Cure Wounds on yourself and yelling to Atris that you have an idea and you can help her get past the door. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Can you out of character explain what we want to do so that we know?
Oh, okay. So out of character, I have a spell called Gaseous Form. So basically, I touch a willing creature, and you turn into a puff of smoke. Essentially, you can pass through cracks and doors and stuff like that. So, when you're in that form, you get advantage on. Sorry, I had it right. Advantage on strength, dex, constitution saving throws. You can't attack, you can't cast any spells, you can't do anything while you're in that form, but it would allow you to freely just walk right fucking past everybody and go through the door. And then as soon as I, in battle, see you go through the door, I'll end the spell and you'll be back to normal.
Would we want that, though? Because then I can't help save you from this thing.
I don't know, because, like, I don't know if this is the character that, like, I don't know if this is the person we're trying to keep in the tomb. I don't know if that person is in the next room. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So I found a note in my notes, oddly enough, that said that Garland said there's a family guarding this, and I'm assuming that family is the Kenkus.
Okay.
Or at least it's the people controlling the Kenkus. So I don't know if going through the door solo is very wise, because we don't know if there's other people behind it.
What if you went through the door, saw what was on the other side, and then if it wasn't something discernible, you come back through and you just lose one turn?
And then the door's open and whatever's there could run through if it's something bad.
No, I'm saying go through the door because you're physically not opening it, you're going through it.
Sure.
You just come back out through the door while it's still
closed.
closed.
Without ending. Well, we'd have to. Yeah, we could
pick
communicate
the lock
that.
After.
Yeah.
We just need to know what's in there. Maybe there's a mind control crystal that you can fucking break, and then the Kenkus are on our side or some. I don't know. I'm more towards not doing that, but if we're gonna do it, I think like it's best to not stay in there.
We don't have to do it. It was just an idea.
I like the idea. I'm just afraid to leave you guys alone.
Yeah.
That's fair. Totally fair.
Okay.
We can do that later if we get really in the shits, I guess.
Yeah, if shit's getting hit in the fan, then I think we definitely do that.
Okay.
Is that a bird? What is that noise?
Yeah, sorry, I've lived near a fucking like safari or something.
All right. So Zan, is that your turn then?
That is my turn.
Okay, Butcher, you are up.
Uh-oh. I'll stand up.
Okay. That is
And-
15.
Say spell caster modifier or something. Oh yeah, same thing.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to armor up Shield of Faith. Oh, that's a bonus action, actually. Okay, I'm gonna just cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, so that's a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, dexterity saving throw versus 15.
He got a 22.
My Jesus Christ.
So you cast your Sacred Flame and he just, well, he doesn't move exactly quickly, but just the way he moves, it just moved right past him.
Is it half damage?
No, because it's a cantrip unless you have something for it.
Okay. Alright, and then I'll just use a... Hold on for a second. Should we be casting that spell? So...
I don't know how it works at all.
The
I have no idea.
The scroll that we got was to... What was the wording on that?
The scroll was for, with your, like, check earlier, the scroll was for this bandolier that you guys been told that needs to be taken out of the tomb in order to seal the tomb.
Okay, so we have to fight him.
The tomb does not exist without this amulet. But in order to get, there's some sort of magical force around the amulet that you need this scroll to dispel.
Okay, so we can't move the amulet once we find it until we cast the spell. Okay, so that has
Basically.
nothing to do with giant guardian beasts.
Sadly, we have to kill giant guardian beasts to get to the
Okay.
amulet before we can cast the spell. It seems like.
Okay. I'll just cast Shield of Faith then. Bonus action.
And what's that do again?
That gives me +2 AC.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay.
So. And then with my last little bit of movement, I'm gonna move towards 1, 2. I'm gonna move behind Atris. Grouping up is a good idea, right? All right, that's it.
Wait, I don't know if
Okay.
you that far.
I have three squares. I can't see. It's very blurry for me. That's good.
All right. It is now the Kenku's turn. So the Kenku that is at the hearth, he is going to remain there holding his sword and holding his action if this creature gets anywhere near him. The other Kenku is going to do something similarly. The Kenku that is by the Mimic is going to stand up. No, the one that's by the Mimic. The one that was
Big
there.
bad
Yeah. I just revealed partially what it is.
guy. Aha. That helps.
Like, there's a mimic in the room? Fuck.
Avoid the chests.
Partially what it is. But yeah, he's going to use his action to disengage, and he's going to move 3 squares towards the other 2 Kenku. And that's going to be their turn. As they just stare at this thing, horrified. Navora.
Hola.
Your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull out my short sword.
Yep.
And I want to try and run at it and stab it. Please.
You run towards it and roll to attack.
Um, 21.
21 hits.
Okay. Do I get a second one? Okay.
Yep, as a ranger,
oh.
you get to attack.
That's gonna be 21 again.
21 hit.
Okay. This is different this time. I haven't used these.
I believe
Okay,
it's a
so-
D.
So 4, 8, 9, 10.
10 points of damage.
Yes.
All right.
But I would also like to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay. So
That one's to hit, like, so I had to hit.
yeah. So because you didn't say on your first strike, I'm gonna say that you attempt to do that on your second.
Okay.
So you go in for your first strike, cutting into probably like its leg area, and you go to strike again. And as you do, you say the incantation for Ensnaring Strike, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yes. I believe.
So that is a natural 20, so a total of 30.
So, yeah.
You, as you say the incantation, the vines begin to try and wrap around it. But it moves in such a way that it appears as if magical effects are a little bit harder to take hold on this creature. But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Can I move away?
How many feet did it take for you to get back to it?
15, so I have another 15, right?
You do risk an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I still want to move away.
Okay, so you go to move 15 feet back. It is going to attempt to make a claw attack at you. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 21 points of damage. Oh,
Cool.
wait, no, sorry. 27 points of damage.
Cool.
And is Elian doing anything on your turn?
No.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn then? Okay. Atris, you are up.
Okay, so before the conversation occurs between Zan and I, I'm curious of a couple things, if you don't mind enlightening me. How big is the room that we're in?
The room
height-wise,
is
height-wise.
height-wise, it's about 30 feet.
Okay, so it's about half as tall as the room, it seems like.
Yep.
How is the sarcophagus just like massive, or is it just like a,
It's gone.
you know, like a human sarcophagus?
It is just it appears to be a humanoid sarcophagus, like a basic humanoid could fit.
Mm-hmm.
But it is on its back.
Okay. And you said it stood up. So is it
Yep.
standing up inside the sarcophagus completely now? Like I can see from, I don't know,
You said that the
shins up, knee up. Like I'm curious as to how far or how much of his body I can see.
You can kind of see like mid shin up.
Okay, so knowing all that, Zan grabs me and says, gaseous cloud. And I say, that's great, but this thing is important, and we should kill it first, unless shit's gonna go wrong, and then you gas me.
Got it.
gas me
Wording.
up.
Freezing. So then, I would like to maximize the map here.
It's basically just a mimic in a sarcophagus tomb as a shell instead.
Say again.
It's like a mimic, but instead of it being like a nom 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 thing, it's like a turtle where it's wearing part of the tomb on its back.
So then do we blow up the sarcophagi?
Don't know. I have no idea what to do here. I'm also really weak against it because it's resistant to magic as well.
Carmen, how low are you?
I'm about halfway.
Okay. And you're the only one who's taken damage? No, Zan
Yeah,
took
I have
damage,
two,
no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zan took damage too.
Okay.
What'd she say? I couldn't hear.
44.
Okay. I don't have much other than some potions, so I feel like that would be saved for Butcher. So I was just kind of curious if it was like dire, I would throw you guys a potion. Is the thing, is it facing anybody or is it attacking somebody?
It did just attack Navora.
She was running away, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna run forward 5 feet and, you know, stab at its legs this time. Its shins.
You do that.
I do that. That's the right one. That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'll just bonus action disengage. Can I go back?
One with the spiders.
I'd like to be one with the spiders, please. Can I go back to the wall 15 feet?
Distraction.
Straight north.
Can you move her? Yeah, to the wall. To the
Yes.
window. Okay.
And I
have
think
a random idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
I think that's my turn.
Okay. Next it is the creature's turn. Zan's closest to it, so it is going to try and grab her. So either using a acrobatics or athletic check. Let me know what you get.
Oh, my stuff against it's actually bad.
So I'm gonna use an inspiration point. Give me a moment. Much better. I got 17.
All right,
That's better than what
Yeah,
I
that's
got.
true.
Zan. It grabs you, and you try to move out of the way, but it just tightens its grip. And sorry, let me just read something.
Sorry, am I in its hand now?
Yes, you are in its hand. And it is going to reach back. And as it reaches back, everybody else notices the sarcophagus lid open, revealing various spikes on the inside. As it puts Zan in the sarcophagus and the lid closes.
What?
I'm in the sarcophagus now.
That's
Wait,
fucking-
it
You are
closed?
in the sarcophagus.
It closed?
Yep.
Uh-uh.
Oh. She's getting Iron Maidened.
Sick.
Nope.
I'm just glad it's not me. I'm really
Man, I
claustrophobic.
had such sick shit planned too. I was gonna try and polymorph that motherfucker into like a cat or something, and then we could just smush it. I'm so mad. Fuck.
So yes, Zan, you are considered
Grappled?
you are considered restrained.
Yeah.
Kidnap?
Can she roll to break free? How does that work? Like, is she just stuck there?
Yep, no, she can use her action to break free if she so chooses.
Okay.
So I will read you restrained. Gotta find it. A restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you can still attack within this, but you would have disadvantage on attack rolls. What did he say?
He smiled.
He put smile in chat, so I timed him out.
Oh,
It was just a joke. I'm not actually.
I'm
I
just
did
saying
it
this
immediately
whole
after.
thing's not funny.
Was it his turn still or my turn now?
No, that's going to be his turn, is throwing you into the sarcophagus. It is now Davin's turn. Davin, you just watch as your wife is picked up and
Yeah.
thrown into a sarcophagus.
I'd like to move in to melee range, please.
Get in the box.
Yeah, that works. I'm gonna run up and make a melee attack against it and trying to do inflict wounds at the 4th level.
Okay, roll to hit.
So am I in a box? Like, can I see out or no?
Nope.
I got 18.
18 just hits.
Oh fuck. Okay, good. So I deal 3d10 plus using the spell of second lot or higher.
So 7d10.
It's 7? Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had the math right.
Yep.
Okay, so 13.
On full damage.
14 is...
Wait. Sorry, 6d10.
Okay, okay, works for me. 6. So
I messed up.
Okay. 37 points of damage.
Okay.
Necrotic. As I go up and like I see her freak out, or sorry, I see my wife get grabbed and thrown into this like tomb Iron Maiden bullshit that's on this mimic's back. I like turn to the Kenku that are like after I like attack him, and however that happens, I like turn to the Kenku and I'm like, "This is your moment to be freed of your spell. Help us fight. Don't just stand there like cowards." I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm just fucking YOLO. I have no options. Hulk smash. I don't know. Coco mad.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
What's that, sorry?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Uh, 16.
16. Okay.
And then my
The
zom-
Kenku look at you. Their faces are covered. You can't quite read what they're thinking or what they're saying. But they acknowledge that you said things.
Okay, and my zombies, they don't do anything because they both missed.
Okay. Zan, it is now your turn.
Okay, so if I'm in a box and I can't see what's going on, can I cast a
Oh,
spell?
sorry, 1 second. 1 second.
Carol Baskin killed her. I can't get it like out of my head, guys.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Okay, yeah, it is your turn.
Okay, so when I'm in the box, can I cast a spell outside of the box if it's just a verbal component?
What spell are you trying to cast?
Fairy fire.
Do you need to... Okay, so what are you trying to cast Fairy Fire on?
The big bad guy who just put me in the thing.
Okay,
Basically,
I
just
will
trying to
say
get them
that
with
you...
advantage on their attack.
Yeah, you can see him. Well,
Technically,
okay.
she's in him.
It's a saving throw?
It's yeah, it's a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, he will make the dex save. And he got a 21.
Fuck. Yeah.
Alright.
Anything else
Amazing.
you'd like to do? Do you have any bonus actions?
Can you wild shape? Could she wild shape a bit too big to pop the sarcophagus open?
To an elephant.
Yeah, can I wild shape to like a shark or something?
The sarcophagus is pretty large.
Because it's human sized, so if she's
Also
bigger than a
has
human.
spikes.
It also has spikes, so you do risk taking damage.
Yeah, but she's taking damage either way, no?
I will wild shape.
What if you did something small?
Yeah,
Well,
but I have to get
okay.
out of it.
At least you won't
If
die
you
from
can
it.
wild shape into a large, like, category size large, you can pop out.
Okay.
What about a category
I will
small?
say.
What would happen with the small?
If you were really tiny, you wouldn't hit any of the spikes.
That's what I was also thinking. Does that work?
That's a good idea.
But she may not be able to escape.
Like, I
But
might
at
not
least
be
she
able to
won't
lift it or
die.
anything, right?
There's trade-offs. You can either try and get out, or you can just try and not die.
Well, hold on for a second. DM. It says I need an item distasteful to the target.
What spell are you trying to cast?
Banishment.
I'll just say.
It doesn't have a gold value, so we have material.
Yeah.
Like that was our general rule, right? Was
It's fine. You can attempt to cast banishment. I'll be right back.
okay. So,
Trying to
guys,
find. What?
Can you turn into an ant and crawl out the hole? Is there a hole?
Could, but I'm thinking like I can only wild shape so many times in a day. So if I'm gonna do it right now, I
Right.
might as well transform into something large, break out of the shit, and then be able to battle. Right? Like that's my
Use-
common.
yeah, use everything you've got though. Don't worry about holding back.
Yeah.
This
This
is-
is the only fight you're gonna have.
This is the bad. This is the bad situation.
This is the bad place.
yes.
I think I'm just gonna continue to cry for the rest of this.
Can
I mean-
I'm gonna wild shape into a giant spider.
Okay, so what size category is that?
Large.
Okay. I will say that as you wild shape, you do take. Okay, you take 2 points of piercing damage and 5 points of acid damage as you wild shape into this giant spider. The spikes poking into you before the door opens, and you fall out, landing 10 feet away from the creature. But yeah, you are now free.
Okay. That's all I can do, so that would bang my turn.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you are now free as everyone watches as a giant spider pops out of the sarcophagus.
That makes me feel better.
All right, it is now Butcher's turn.
Right, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna try this. This will buy us some time, at least. I'm gonna try and cast Banishment because I've got a 4th level spell slot. Why not? Let's try it.
Okay, so that is a charisma saving throw.
A Charisma saving throw.
45.
I know, right? Hold on. Can I use Can I get advantage anyhow? Is there any way I can get
No,
advantage?
it's a saving throw on my behalf.
Okay. Is there any way I can give you disadvantage?
No.
Still has DM buff too.
Either way, it is not a charismatic creature.
Good. I can tell it wasn't
A
very
9?
No.
fog.
Okay, so I send
So-
this creature to another plane of existence. You are banished. The target is banished to a harmless demi-plane. The target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point it reappears in the same spot it left, or the
How long?
nearest unoccupied space.
How
So,
long?
how long is it? I believe a minute.
Up to 1 minute concentration.
Okay. Is there anything you say as you banish this creature?
Oh, I have.
What is it?
So it's very memey. So go ahead.
Begone thought.
Yep.
That works.
We've been playing together too long.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that was good too.
No, I don't really say anything. I just cast a spell.
You
I
say
can't
your
think of anything.
incantation, and you watch as this creature turns to you before suddenly, whoop,
As this happens,
gone.
As this happens, I say, let's check out that door now.
It'll be back in like a couple seconds.
I
We
know,
gotta
but
move
let's see what's
fast.
there. We might as well freaking open it.
I can kick the door down.
Maybe there's something we can destroy in there. I don't fucking know. There's secrets.
Who is closest to the door?
Should we run?
He is. Butcher is.
Butcher, you notice that the Kenku currently have no interest in protecting that door.
Kick it, fucking get in
Fuck
that
it,
door.
kick the door down.
Do you just kick it down, or do you want to see if it's unlocked?
Let's try that first.
Yeah.
The door is unlocked. You burst into the room,
Literally though.
and in there you see a significantly smaller room. It's about 10 by 15. Bookshelves cover the walls with a thick layer of dust on it. You see scrolls everywhere. You see a few spiders kind of crawling up the wall. But in the center of the room is kind of like a jeweler's case, protected by glimmering green magic. Inside is a bandolier.
Read the
All right, I
fucking
just-
scroll.
I just yell at everyone. I'm like,
The
get
scroll.
in here! Get in here!
I'm pretty
Read,
sure
read,
Butcher
read.
has the
Who's
scroll.
the fastest reader? I'm dumb. Someone else read.
I will say that only Butcher or Daven can do this.
Did we all get out of the danger zone? That's what I want to know.
We don't have that option.
Is everybody
Get
in the
ass.
small room?
I'm gonna stay outside and I'll wait for everything else. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out at
Read
the door.
scroll, damn it. Butcher.
I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna follow Butcher in.
Okay, you
Okay.
two go in. Everyone else protect them.
It will be
Guard the
back.
door.
It will be back in like 30
Like
seconds.
30
We need
seconds.
to do the scroll thing.
We can rest in here. It's too big to fit through the door.
No,
No.
do it.
Go, read the scroll.
Okay. Fuck it. Your choice. Danger zone. Get your tactical turtlenecks on. Let's do this. I read the scroll.
Okay, roll a performance check for me.
A performance check. No. I use one of my. Hold on.
Tapped
let
on
me-
chat buffs too. That's it.
Okay, I'm
Oh, wait,
gonna
no,
I'm gonna
we
read.
have one. We have one. Because she wouldn't let me use it, so we still have the one.
Okay. All right. Fuck! I rolled the same thing.
It takes.
Oh
you
no,
4
that's
hours to know
okay.
that.
That's worse. No, the 6 and the 9 look a lot like each other. Hold on. I'm gonna use an inspiration point and a different D20.
I'm so fucking stressed.
Yes, 19 plus.
19.
We can't.
As
Also,
fast
by the way,
as you can, you begin to recite this scroll, reciting the arcane words as best as you can. And as you finish, the scroll begins to disintegrate, and you watch as the green glimmer begins to flicker until it's out of existence. The bandolier left hanging, almost as if suspended in the air. You see the various gems along. You see like 6 gems, but the largest being the emerald, which is closest to the center.
going.
Yeah, I say while he's like, as soon as he's done reading it, I reach forward and grab the emerald.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cue.
Electric shock therapy.
Yes.
Another trap, another
Indiana
boss.
Jones, freaking stone ball starts rolling after us.
All right. As soon as you grab that emerald, you hear a resounding crash come from outside. Those that remained outside,
We die.
you watch as the mimic, the alchemical mimic, comes back. This time, no hand covering its face, as it stares at all of you. A horrible visage, scarred, matted, teeth coming past the lips, the skin seemingly burned and cut in various places as it stares at you and roars, shaking the walls around it. I need everybody to roll. Doop-a-doop-a-boop-a-boo. I need those that remained outside to roll a wisdom saving throw.
15.
I'm done. 6.
Nat 20.
Zandy. Not 20. Davin and Navora, you are considered frightened of this creature.
Perfect. Then I will proceed to run out of the place and leave it alone, as everyone else does as well.
All right. So sorry. Let me just read frightened.
I just start crying again.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to that source of fear.
Okay. Oh fuck.
So did you guys go by the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, blocked by it.
Yeah, like guarding
You
door.
cannot willingly move closer to the creature, therefore you cannot get to the door.
No, I have to go like to the far corner, south of the map, like southeast. That's my only movement.
All right. We are going to continue with the order, and is now Navora's turn.
Is there anything you can do against fear?
Like, yeah, what?
Can you like do anything to try and break our fear, or no?
How long does it last?
At the end of your turn, you can re-roll your wisdom save.
And it's all
I
ability
would like. Sorry, go ahead.
Is it all ability checks? Even like ones that would like target ourselves or something like that, like just in general?
Anything while you can see this creature.
I turn around.
Yeah,
Oh, that actually worked? Okay.
yeah. So long as you can't see it.
Okay.
Anyway, it is Navora's turn, so let's let her take her turn.
Can I go? I don't know what to do right now.
Wait, sorry. Maybe we can talk it out. So I'm in the room with Atris, in the small room,
Yeah.
right? Is there room in there for more people?
Yeah, like, can I go in that room? Because I'm, like, guarding the door. So can I just go into that room? Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Leave the Kenku out there. This is their problem now.
The creature can chase us into that room, by the way.
It would have to move through somebody, right? It would have to move through my space.
It can still hit whoever's inside, though. The first
It
person
can
at the
reach
front-
through the doorway,
kill
essentially.
you,
It's
and
not
then they
the
would
room
walk-
that you guys are in is not a large room.
Can
Like-
I just, like, I feel like Navora just wants to get away from this creature at this moment.
Okay.
So she's going to go into that room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, can I roll again?
It's a DC 16.
I was so close, too. Damn.
You were.
I was 13, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, you
Is fear
don't make
considered
it.
an attacker
Okay.
thing? So, like, if we tied, he still would have won?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was 2 off. Okay. I don't feel as bad.
What? Sorry, what kind of save was that?
Wisdom.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Atris, it is now your turn. As you watch, you hear this roar, shake the walls, books and dust kind of coming off the bookshelves in the room. You see the door swing open and close quickly as Navora, visibly pale, panting and sweating as she comes in, visibly frightened.
Atris, what do we do with the gem?
I want to say we could just leave, but I don't know specifically. Like, I don't know if we could just bail and then.
Roll a
Are there-
history check.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having a problem because I remember what to do with the gem, but I don't know if my character knows what to do with the gem.
Man. 12?
Can I?
You remember that you just have to leave with the gem.
Which is
You
what I
just have to
thought.
leave with the bandolier.
With the bandolier? The whole bandolier?
The emerald is attached to the necklace.
Yeah, so I kind of just like if it was like
Yeah,
a chain,
you
I just
grab the
grabbed the
whole
middle
thing.
and just kind of yanked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have the whole
So
thing.
you're good.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. We just
Yeah.
have to get out. The only problem is 2 of us can't leave. right now.
You can. It would just take an infinitely longer amount of time.
We physically cannot get past him.
Can't you just go around the corners of the room like you said before?
I can't willingly move closer to him. I would only be able to go into the south corner.
Hold on, she said if we can't see it, right?
But
So
that's
if we close our eyes,
going
You
closer
guys
hold
to
our
it.
hand,
That's like that
and
does
we
not
don't
work.
know where they're taking us.
Use a mirror
I'm trying.
over your shoulder.
No, but then I see it, and then I'm willingly moving closer to it. There is no way that I can go past it right now.
Why can't you just face the wall the whole time? I don't understand.
Because I know that it's there, so I'm willingly moving closer to it.
But if you angle the mirror correctly, you're running away from the mirror.
Someone knocked me out. Just unconscious for like a couple minutes. And then carry me.
I have a plan, but it has to be on my turn.
Okay. I don't know exactly how far in the room I am and how far I can make it towards the thing.
So you are about 5 feet into the room.
And the room is a little squiggly thing, right? On the
the room is like off map.
yeah, okay. So that's what I was thinking. So let's see.
Yeah.
You just lose 5 feet.
So you have an additional 25 feet of movement within the map.
Plus, you could technically dash if you wanted to do nothing else.
Hey man.
Even if I distract it towards like the north side of the room, you guys still can't move towards that?
No.
No. The only thing that you could do is, if we ran to the bottom corner, like southeast corner, you could pull him back towards the small room, and then we would technically have to run away from him, which would be the door.
I don't have any pull towards him though, so.
It's like very specific. We have to break our fear, or we're stuck here.
Okay, and we can't do anything until. Go ahead.
If I cast blind on an ally, can they willingly let it happen?
I mean, I'll say yeah.
I'm getting echo from you, Sean. By the way.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, you say yes
Is that
to
a bad idea? How many can I blind?
I don't want to be that guy, but isn't that literally the same thing as staring at a wall and moving towards it? I feel like that's like the exact
Like
same
closing
fucking
your
thing.
eyes.
Yeah. Like to me.
I don't understand
The
why
only
that
thing
works,
is-
but looking at a wall doesn't.
Okay, well, because technically what you could do is like spin us around in a circle and then be like.
Yeah, why can't I just put a blindfold over you and move you? Like, I don't understand how blinding works, but looking at a
shouldn't-
wall
it
does
shouldn't.
not work.
All right, then it doesn't work.
I don't want to be that guy and ruin the
I don't
fight
think-
for us, but like that's just dumb.
I'm just spitballing. That's
Yeah.
okay. That makes sense. The only other thing is I have Beacon of Hope, which gives everyone advantage on Wisdom saving throws,
Which is what we're against.
which is
right?
what you're saving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like the best choice.
But I'm posted up near the door.
The best strategy
And
would honestly be
I'll
get the fuck
tank.
as far away from us as you can, in hopes that maybe they don't attack us while we're feared. And then once
Yep.
we can regroup, we'll all try and leave at the same time. So I think Atris moving as far as he can towards the entrance is going to be his best option right now.
So it's either I run straight at it or I run diagonally in a direction,
Well, you
and
can
I
like, run
can't
it
pull it
along
one
the
way or the other.
northern wall towards the other side of the room, right? From east to west.
I can run straight north, but I can only shoot it with a bow. It's not gonna run at me though, I think.
No, I'm not asking you to kite it anywhere. I'm just saying position yourself in a spot that you can get out of the room after we all can move eventually. Not like right now. Like you don't have to do anything with the boss.
I'd almost want to go south side then, because it has more room. It looks like.
Can you, if you dash, what if you get out of this room? Will that thing die or disappear?
Oh, you do have the gem. You should maybe try that.
Yeah, but the tomb would seal, and I'm afraid that you guys would be locked in it.
True. Fuck. I think you should just go as far as you can to the west side of the room, and to me the fastest way to do that is along the north wall. But that's just
Okay,
my opinion.
I'll do that then.
And then if you want to use attack or if you want to dash, that's up to you. Like either one is fine in my opinion. You're gonna get damage in.
How far do I get with the dash?
Double movement.
So
And
I
then
go
I-
another. I'm sorry.
As a rogue, don't you have bonus action dash as well?
I do. Yes.
So you can move 90 feet.
Okay, I'll do that then, I guess.
Wow.
Boom.
Okay, I guess that would be my turn. I guess
Alright.
as I do that, like as I'm running past, I'd like to just yell to everybody to just get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
don't bother with this thing anymore. Just get out.
You might have to be the last one out in this
I know.
circumstance.
That's why I don't want to go any closer. I was gonna
Yeah.
say like I could diagonally go towards the door, but I was not gonna mention that. So
All right.
Cool.
That is your turn. It is now the Mimic's turn. It is going to focus its attention on... you're all pretty evenly spaced. It's going to focus its attention on the Kenku nearest it.
Oh no, poor Kenku.
Yeah. It's going to move towards it. Yep. It is going to make 2 claw attacks.
I can get away now.
Both hit.
Do it.
Yeah, with the first claw attack, the Kenku, as it barrels down, just roaring at it, it appears as if it is just kind of swinging and attacking very recklessly. As it swings, and it just sends the Kenku soaring into the nearby wall. As the Kenku just drops.
Atris is like,
Atris is not upset.
Oh,
He's like,
no.
yeah, fuck that bird.
So that was its first attack. It is going to move to the second Kenku.
Oh fuck. South, right? Obviously south.
Yep.
Yeah, that
And
one.
it is going to go for that with its second attack. It's going to hit.
Shocking.
And same thing, it just sends the Kenku flying into the opposite wall. You can hear the sounds of the bones just shattering as it just falls limp onto the ground.
does frightened? I apologize if you said this. Do you need to be a certain feet away from it?
Just can't move towards it. It doesn't. I don't think it directly.
So if it's like 5 feet from you and it doesn't matter, you just can't move those 5 feet to it.
I think so. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. If you have to move a minimum distance away from it.
Right. Like, is it pushing you guys north? That's my question.
You just can't move closer to it, so you can
Okay.
run straight.
We're
Parallel.
good. We're good now with where he's at. We can run away from
Yeah.
it, which is awesome.
All right, David, it is your turn.
Run! I would like to double action run just straight west. As far
Okay,
as I
so
can
you
go.
move 60 feet.
Yeah.
How far do your zombies go?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be slow. Fuck. They go 40. So they're gonna be 4 blocks behind me.
Right.
Shit. Mom and Dad might get stuck in the tomb.
that would suck.
It might be a worthwhile sacrifice.
Whose turn now?
Sorry. Zan.
Yep.
Your turn.
Tidy away.
So, on my way towards the west door, can I shove his parents along?
You will be reducing your speed to do so.
I reckon that's fine.
What's your speed?
I will say that you will have to have your speed in order to push them along.
They have 30 feet of speed. I have 35.
You are a spider though, so what is this spider movement?
30.
30. So If you're using your action to dash, you can move a total of 30 feet.
Well, no, she would get to them,
Well,
which is she would basically get to
yeah.
push them 2 more blocks, and she would have to stop with them because the 30 extra feet
That's
she
25.
would lose.
Okay, so
Shove them one block.
so you can move up to. So you can move the 40 feet, and then you can only move an additional 10 feet. Yeah, so you can push them. Yeah.
And then you would be parallel with them, not behind them. They're not very stable pieces. Okay.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
Okay. Butcher.
Who's
Sorry,
left?
David. I need you to make your remake your wisdom
Right,
saving throw.
thank you.
Butcher, are you still in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still scared. I tied.
Okay.
+1 wisdom.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just unlucky. 14.
Do we know how fast that thing is? Just by looking
No
at
idea.
it?
Well, he's got to go smack
It's
one
big.
more Kenku.
Okay. Well, how far can I run? I'm slow, aren't I?
Well, I believe 30 feet.
30 feet.
You are a human.
What I'm wondering is, should I cast Spirit Guardians to slow it down in case it comes after us?
Does it do that?
It gives anything that comes near me gets a half speed.
Oh.
It's like difficult terrain or whatever.
If you cast it now, yeah, it may get a hit on you, but then you could possibly outrun it. It could also grapple you and then put you in the cage.
I think I'm just gonna boot it. Yeah, I'll just run. I'll run the next 30 feet. There's no one behind, is there? There's no one left behind.
This
Oh.
Navora.
I thought I
As
went.
you come out of the room, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
'23.
Yeah, you're fine. You see it and you're just like, I've seen worse. What are you guys so
That's the
scared
best you
about?
got?
But yeah, you succeed no problem and you begin to run, so you can run 60. Sweet. All right. And now it is the final Kenku's turn. He's going to try and attack it with his short sword.
Yeah, get in there.
He is so
Don't be a
strong.
hero.
He misses. As he swings, and nothing happens. Navora, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna run.
Run, boy, run.
I'm just running to the door.
Okay.
Right? And then 60 for
Yeah.
dash.
Sorry, I'm moving easy.
And then are you dashing as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Can I roll for? Yep. Nope. That's my turn.
We're both still scared.
I'm very scared at this point. I got
This
worse.
thing is terrifying. Atris, it is your turn.
Can I, am I able to like run in, grab somebody, and almost like throw them out?
Who are you looking to grab?
Whoever's closest, just so I could save space, I guess. Or even one of the
Yeah, I'll
parents.
say it's an athletics check to see how far you can toss them.
also ready your movement so that once everyone's through, you could go through after?
Yeah, because my athletics is a -1, so that'd be not good.
Oh, man,
I might
handle me
trip
through
you on the
door,
way out.
Atris.
Yeah, I guess I'll just do that because I can't do anything. I mean, I can do stuff, but I don't know what the fuck to do.
Could he move like closer to the door and then ready his bonus? Like, can you ready a bonus action to dash through?
I will say that yeah, you can ready your like you can delay your turn almost
Okay.
to
Okay.
run when everybody's through.
That's fine by me because I have nothing to do here. So
Deal.
I would like to delay my turn, I guess, or wait, ready the movement.
All right. It is now the mimic's turn. It is going to claw the remaining Kenku that attacked it. It hits. And it kills. They have 13 hit points. As you guys hear more bones shattering.
Stay over there.
Let me...
In the background, we just hear nom 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 nom. Cho'Gath.
Oh god. He's all of a sudden 5 feet taller.
All right, it is going to go up to Navora.
No.
And it is going to try and bite her.
Elian dives in front.
Take one for the team, Ellie.
Yeah, can Elian jump in front?
I will respawn.
Elian does not have that
anyways.
as a reaction.
Can he claw at him?
Not as a reaction.
What does he do?
A 24 to hit.
Yep.
Keep it consistent. 21. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Thanks. 2.
All right, you take...
Just say
That
it.
is hard.
14.
You take 19 points of piercing damage. And an additional 7 points of acid damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
18.
All right. You feel as if some sort of poison begins to course through your veins, but you're able to shrug it off. But yeah, that bite hurt.
Ow, bitch.
Are you still up?
5. Yeah, I have
Okay.
5 left, guys. Thanks. Yep.
All
5.
right.
It's enough.
Okay. That is its turn. It is now David's turn.
Bye. I continue running. And same with the zombies.
Okay. All right. Zan.
Oh, fuck me. She's gonna get. Oh, attack of opportunity. I didn't think about that. Oh, no. Navora. Because she's in melee range of him. Why? And if she runs, she's gonna get smacked.
Can't she bonus action disengage and then go?
That is
Action disengage.
Yeah,
Oh, action disengage.
which is fine.
It's bonus for you because you're a rogue.
Oh,
Okay, it's my
sorry,
turn.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I
We're
run.
just commoners.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, I'm just gonna shut up.
I'm just concerned that this door doesn't mean anything and we actually have to get out of the, like, door down the hall. But we'll see.
I mean, just keep running then. No, don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
I just kept running.
Navarra's
Okay.
gonna die.
Butcher.
Yeah, I might stop running.
I've used my legendary action to have the ability to not let people disengage.
Butcher.
Oh, he's muted, by the way.
Is he?
Sorry, yeah, I was just looking for a solution. How far did that fucking thing move?
It is considered a large creature. So it gets, like, more movement sort of thing.
More movement, so it's got like 40 feet?
Yeah.
30. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do the spiritual guardians thing. I'll take up the rear. That way Navora can disengage,
Train blows.
right? And hopefully it doesn't grab me. We'll find out. Okay, so I cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay, and that is a 30-foot radius?
That is a 15-foot radius, 30-foot diameter.
Okay.
Foot radius.
Okay.
Um,
All right, so on the beginning of its next turn, it needs to roll a save of some sort.
If it enters the area, it will need to roll a save and take damage.
Okay. Are you moving on your turn, or are you staying where you are?
I am moving.
Okay.
I'm not
The
right next to it,
northern guy,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm just looking at bonus actions that I have. Sorry. Healing word bonus action. It doesn't do much, but it does a little bit.
Good old
Sorry, so-
reverse whack-a-mole.
Yeah. So I can move. So I'll move towards the exit. 30 feet.
All right.
Okay.
And then how much
then-
does Navora heal for?
Navora heals for 1d4 plus Sam plus spell level plus 2. So 4 plus 4 plus 1. That's
9.
9 plus 2.
11.
10, 11. 11 hit points. And I heal for, not that I need it, but I heal too. Doesn't do anything.
Butcher, what do your spiritual guardians look like?
Kenkus.
All knives.
They're knives?
Like
Love it.
Let's put it to the group. What do you guys think?
butcher knives kind of thing.
Well, I have the butcher knife as like my
Oh, your
spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, my god is healing and medicine, so it's not like gonna be with mortar and pestles and shit like that.
What if they're all your missing arm?
It's just, and it's like there's like a whole whirlwind of them.
Yeah.
They're just slapping. They slap you.
4 to left
Slap.
arms or right arms.
Yeah. I don't know. For now, let's say arms. Just a bunch of arms.
Amazing.
Fuck it.
All right, so you summon your spiritual guardians. What level did you cast that at?
Level 3.
Okay. 3 spectral arms just appear out of nowhere, kind of moving quickly around Butcher, protecting him in a, what you would say, a 15-foot radius. Before he says an incantation, healing Navora for a decent amount of hit points, especially for a bonus action. And he begins to continue to book it down the hall, trying to avoid this alchemical mimic. It is now... Kenkus are dead. It is now Navora's turn.
You're muted.
Okay. So,
Run.
Um, so I want to safely take a step back. So like withdraw 5 feet or like 5, whatever, and then run.
Okay, so you would like to action disengage?
Kind of, so like withdraw, I guess it would be called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disengage.
Yeah, but like just very like, yes, and then run.
Okay, so you run 30 feet.
Yes.
All right. It is now the Aegis' turn. Are you still holding your turn, waiting for people to get through?
Is that last one just Butcher?
Good try to use
I don't think it would be wise if he's that close. And then apparently he goes prone, so I think that would be a really bad idea.
No, do it. Fuck it.
Well, I don't know if we have to run out of the whole temple, like David said, or if we only have to get out of this room. So I think I'm just gonna. Do you want me to yeet you?
Yeah.
The last time we yeeted people, it didn't go well.
Okay, DM, is this gonna work? Like, can he throw me out of the room and then it's like what?
I will let the dice decide.
It's 10 feet.
Drag me out of the room. Possibly, if he succeeds.
Yeah. Do I drag him or do I yeet him?
What are you trying to do?
Beat him out of the room.
It's like a yoink. Like you grab me by the back of the collar and you just fucking haul me.
Yeah. Like I'd like to like grab his arm and just like pull him along, if that's possible.
Okay. I will say if you are just trying to pull him with you, you can, but it will half your movement.
Okay. That's fucking
But
fine.
you still have your movement, your action dash, and your bonus action dash.
That's
So you still get 45 feet of movement.
That's perfect. I'm totally cool with that.
All right, you pull him and yourself 45 feet out of the room. Nothing happens when you leave this room.
Keep running.
It is now the Mimic's turn, and it is going to use its speed to try and get to the doorway.
How long is that hallway?
Yeah.
And then how far into that hallway are we?
So I will say you guys are all starting at about 30 feet. I'll say that you guys are starting about 20 feet into the hallway.
And how long is the hallway?
The hallway is 75 feet long.
Perfectly 5 feet too far to make it out in one dashing motion.
But yeah, the Mimic is going to use the rest of its movement to get to the door.
Now the hallway was 10 feet wide, right?
Yes. And that's going to be its turn. David.
Is it within 15 feet of me?
Where are you?
I'm at the.
It's 5 feet away.
Just remember, this hallway is only 10 feet wide, so you have to go 2 by 2.
I'll go 5
I'll be
feet
in the
from
back.
the exit.
Well, we have to be in the back,
Aegis
right?
and Butcher would be in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Yes.
Okay.
Wisdom saving.
18.
Yes, it passes.
So he still takes half damage, though.
Yes. 3d8. And 14 damage, so 7.
Okay. All right. David,
I run.
you run.
Yep, 60
You
feet.
get 60 feet. So you got, what did I say, 20 feet in?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's an additional 55 feet, so you are able to get into the cave.
Okay, I'm 5 feet outside the cave door. Cool.
Yep. So you are out.
Okay, you can just remove me, probably, love.
Oh, I got an idea.
Zan, it is your turn.
I run.
You run. You get 5 feet out. Butcher. Oh, Will, if you want, you could redo your wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I am gonna go back and fight him. Nat 20. I am no longer scared of you.
You know what?
This is tactical running away.
This is, you are big and scary, and we don't want to do this.
We got what we came for. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm just that
Or the
urgent
loot
I need
that
to
was
run
waiting in that
to my
room.
next objective.
What's up?
All right. Zan runs. Butcher.
I'm going to move. Can I move, like... I want to make sure that I'm last. Before the creature moves.
Would you like to postpone your turn?
Yeah, 'cause I want everyone to move before me, but I don't want to wait until the creature.
You need to get out before I do, though. So I'm sorry for the bouncy camera, by the way.
Okay,
No
so
worries.
would you like to move before Atris moves, sort of thing?
Atris, do you move before the creature does?
Yes, I am one turn before the creature.
Okay, so I'll move as far as I can then.
The problem is, like, Navora's after, is she not?
No, she's ahead of us.
She's ahead of us?
Me and him
Navora's
are
first.
behind.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't need to change my turn. So
Okay,
I'll
so
just
you're just
I'll just
gonna-
run, dash,
Okay,
60
you
feet.
are out of there. Navora.
I'm still running.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw.
17, 18, 19, 20.
You are no longer scared.
Tactical running team, go. I
Nope.
have a question. Does the door to this tomb, is it swung out into the cave, or is it swung into this hallway?
Out into the cave.
Perfect. So I am standing at that door, holding the handle, ready to close it once everyone's through.
Now, if you guys remember from last session, it didn't necessarily have a handle. It more so just moved out of the way.
Oh, so like it's like a sliding, like a pocket door?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But it magically moved on its own.
Okay.
And it had a
never mind.
password.
Yeah.
That I'm not gonna say.
Can you also move my zombies? 40 feet or
Okay. Atris, it is your turn.
I run and turn and give him the middle fingers as I leave.
so.
All
Trip
right.
and fall over a stump.
As you turn and give him the middle finger, as soon as you take a step out, the
I'm sorry.
bandolier still in your hand, you hear the stone begin to move against the grain of the cave. You can see, well, you can't, but those with dark vision can see the alchemical mimic using its claws and crawling its way through this tunnel, letting out a mighty roar as it continues to just try and get to its prey. However, as the bandolier is taken out, a green glimmer goes around the door. The door continues to move before sealing tightly against the rock of the cave. You guys can hear the sound of tumbling rocks and stone as what you can assume is the temple falling apart around itself. You can hear the roars of anger of this creature begin to get quieter and quieter as the rocks just build. And finally, the Dwarven script on the door fades into nothing.
Nice.
You guys have successfully sealed the Traveler's Tomb.
Oh, God.
So, I know it's a little bit late, but there is just one more thing I would like to do. What you look outside, and about this point, it is. You guys spent the better part of the day here. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock. What would you guys like to do?
Who has the highest arcana? Is that Butcher?
I hope not. Mine's shite.
Probably though.
I have nothing.
We're gonna go back to here because I don't have camp.
I have +2.
I have +1, so. Okay, can I just hand this to Butcher and ask the Bandolier and ask him to make sure that there's no. I don't know if he could do this, if he can check for any like enchantments or anything on the Bandolier.
Could I use the Ring of Identify
These
on
are
it?
all wrong.
Yeah. You can certainly
Cool.
try.
All right, I'm looking at my hand. There's a bunch of rings on my hand. I'm like, I think it's this one, and I just kind of like tap it and listen. Sorry.
As you do, you've used this ring a few times in your past, and you're used to the Identify spell just kind of giving you all the information that belongs to the item, just kind of popping it into your head.
Symbols, math, numbers.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you
yes.
tap the ring to this item, you get very little. All you get from this item is roll a percentile die for me.
I thought you meant he got very little. It's like he just started to shrink. This is new.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Grabbing the dice.
I mean, that
grabbing
kind of
the
would have
dice.
been cool.
Dig, dig, dig. 82.
82. From this spell, you learn that there is a very strong spell, several spells actually, tied to this bandolier. You get the sense that it is definitely a godly item, and that there is a strong abjuration tied to it. And that's all you get, which is very strange for Identify. Usually Identify tells you everything.
This bitch got
Okay.
secrets.
I'm seeing the letter K.
No, I don't. No, that's not my dead grandma.
No.
Sorry.
Ah, damn it.
What about you over there? You.
No one. Nope.
Oh,
You
sorry,
mean-
not abjuration,
Has anyone
conjuration.
lost
My bad.
somebody?
Conjuration, okay. Wow. Fuck.
Okay. So I guess that he tells me this, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. I guess we'll have to see if Ina can identify or explain what this is, possibly. But either way, we should make sure that this is safely locked away, so that nobody knows we have it for now.
But it's best we give it to someone to hold on to for safekeeping so we can continue on our quest. I think that makes sense.
Oh, like give them. Yeah, I see what you're
Give
saying.
it
Yeah,
to
I
them so
agree.
we're not like going to the next tomb like, I have the other thing that's really helpful for you guys. Here you go.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you meant like right now. I was like,
oh
but
yeah, no,
no.
at some point. Yeah, I think that. Holy cow, that was a crazy session.
Know when to fight. I think we learned a lesson today.
So,
Run more. Got it.
Run more.
I just have a question for the group.
Okay.
At this point, are you guys going to continue on, or would you like to take a long rest?
I'd like to rest.
Oh fuck! Everyone's almost dead. Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys going to rest in this little cave area?
Do we feel it's safe?
Yeah, it's like collapsed, right? Like,
Sorry,
Behind
I
us was
didn't quite hear
collapsed, and we're still underneath the waterfall, or behind the waterfall, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think this is the safe location to take a break.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, like,
I wish I had a spell for that.
what time does it feel like? It's got to be early, right?
you. It feels like 3-4 o'clock
Sorry, AM or PM?
PM.
p.m.
I feel like we could probably just set up camp for the day. I would like to contact Ina. Hey, we might as well get an idea of what it is, right? And then we can figure out what the game plan is.
I just need a couple hours, so.
Yeah.
Should we short rest it and then move?
Yep.
I could- Let's. I could use a mass healing word or I've got channel to divinity. I can bring everyone up to half health at least, and then we can move out.
I feel like it'll be worth it to just rest for
only an hour.
4 hours because
Yeah,
you three
yeah.
will be like conscious and aware, and she and I will just be sitting there like meditating. And
It's
then-
only short rest is only an hour, is it not?
Short rest is an hour, yes.
Yeah. So we just have a short rest. Then you get hit die back based on your class, and then we can just keep moving. And then if we need a heal, we can worry about that later.
Okay, so I can cast channel divinity and then recharge it with a short rest. So everyone should be at least half hit points.
That makes sense.
Like bring yourself up to half.
Is anyone under
Okay.
half right now?
I am.
Yeah, Navora's almost dead.
I think it's just her.
No,
I didn't get hit.
I'm not that bad. If I have a short rest, like I should be fine.
Well, no, but he'll top you up to half. We all short rest, and then you get hit die
Yeah.
on top of it, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, so that works.
How's Zan doing?
And it's like 40 something out of her 50
I'm
or
at
60.
38 because I did get poked again.
Oh yeah, out of what? Yeah, she's above half.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do that. Can I talk to Eno on a short rest or no?
I
It's just a
mean, I'll
conversation,
say
right?
it's kind of nothing to bring out the sending stone.
Yeah, so I'll just shoot her a text, be like, "Hey, you up?" And then
Eggplant emoji,
Yeah.
wet
Yeah.
emoji.
I'm gonna send her a necklace emoji. Oh, what's happening here? We're getting the eggplant on.
Nah, sorry, man. I have to move my camera for work, and I
that's
can't get it back to its normal setting,
fucking
so
annoying.
I'm just gonna hold it for now.
All right.
Yeah, I just
So-
like we've acquired the amulet. I was hoping you could give us some insight.
You want to come over? Got the amulet.
Never mind. That was gonna get really weird.
You are married, sir.
It's fuck. What's the guy's name from State Farm? It's him from State Farm.
It's Jake.
It's
From
Jake
State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis and a red shirt.
Do they ask you what you're
My
wearing?
tit.
So, as you finish the proper, as you finish sending this message using the sending stone, you don't even get a response. You just see the stone begin to light up. And having this happen before, you know to put it on the
Yeah,
ground
that's what I was about to do.
as the elven figure that you guys recognize as Enchantress Ina Ortho appears before you. Her long blonde hair kind of tied loosely. Her normal kind of maroon robes that she wears with the white starburst. She's clearly dressed rather comfortably. As if she was just kind of having like a quieter day at home. She's just kind of wearing a simple blouse and just some simple trousers.
Yeah, her gym jams,
And,
basically.
She looks to you, eyes wide. She's like, "You found an amulet. What sort of thing does it have to do with the Dark Six? Like
It was the one in the tomb of the traveler.
May-
Proceed to fill in information that we have been described.
Well, and she looks at you. She looks at Butcher, who she hasn't met before.
Oh yes. Introductions.
And,
I'm good at them
she
in real life too.
She extends her hand and Enchantress Ina Ortho. It's a pleasure to meet you. So it's conjuration magic?
Yes.
What did you use to learn that?
An identify ring.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do much that an identify ring can't. I have access to the identify spell myself. But if that is all that the ring told you, I'm afraid that I couldn't tell you much else.
Do you have any idea of where safekeeping might be for something like this?
I feel like returning it to the Champions of the Spear is your best bet.
I was thinking redemption as well. I just wanted to confirm.
She has the ability to hide certain things from prying eyes. I could keep it in my shop, but I can't exactly promise safety there.
I wouldn't want to put that burden on you either. All we need
And
is
she kind of smiles, and I
dark God.
appreciate that.
Okay.
Where's your large friend?
He's taking a spiritual trip, and we are unsure as to if he will be rejoining us.
Very well. Well, when you get back to Volmiak's, well, and you see she kind of reaches in behind her and pulls out her spellbook and begins to flip through. Let me check something.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We have to get a boat, but there's no dock
I know,
nearby.
I'm trying to figure out how the heck we're gonna get back.
It'd be nice if we had some other way back.
Like a porthole.
Well, if you give me some time, I could teleport you back.
How much time
I
do you?
like that.
How much time would you need?
I need.
We just
Why
don't
did I
want to
put-
jump into the wrong portal, just in case another one pops up.
Yeah, just those portals always spawning.
Ever since I was a kid, my parents told me never jump into a random portal. You never know where it's gonna go.
It's true.
You see as Ina begins kind of consulting her spellbook and begins in the sand drawing some arcane ruins in a teleportation circle. And it takes her some time to do so, but about 5-10 minutes later, she kind of, all right, well, it's all set and ready to go for you.
Perfect. Oh, it didn't take any time at all.
I've gotten familiar with Volmiak's Keep lately.
That's fair. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Let's take that portal.
So sorry, so there's 7 of you.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there's the 5 and then the parents. Okay, cool. She can hop in as well. Okay. Yeah, you all get into the teleportation circle.
I pick up the stone.
Ina mutters a few arcane words, and you guys are flashed back up to Volmiak's Keep. I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Dibs on having a weird arm.
Natural 1. Started off right.
I got 8.
16.
8.
We're all projectile vomiting when we arrive.
And
19.
Atris.
Sorry. I couldn't find my fucking bonus.
No worries.
If you didn't hear, 19.
Oh, okay. Anybody that rolled below a 10 throws up instantly.
Fuck yeah.
Butcher, you pass out.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
And
Like,
that is where we
barf
are
so
going to end
hard.
today's session.
Oh my god.
Pop
nice.
a blood vessel and just pass out.
It's been a while. He has been a retired adventurer. He's not used to all this this teleporting.
But yeah, you guys are you see the familiar dusty
Nice time.
Fuck your monster, Just Pill.
ancient
No, it was a lot of fun. That was a super stressful fucking session, but I had a great time.
Yeah.
you see the familiar dusty ancient basement of the base of Volmiak's Keep, where we will pick up next session.
Awesome. Thank you guys,
That-
everybody that hung out. That was a lot of fun.
Stressful.
Yeah,
Nice
I
work,
literally
though.
in our break went and put antiperspirant on because I was sweating.
Sodic.
I did the exact same thing.
I'm like, glass of wine, not gonna smell anymore. All right, let's do this. Oh,
That's
I grabbed
awesome.
and finished another drink. It's fine.
oh man. Oh man, apparently you pissed it off by banishing it, but it actually kind of worked out because it gave us enough time to get in there. But you never attacked it. Oh fuck, so we actually kind of worked out. Wow. We like skirted past
Well-
that, so lucky.
The creature was attacking recklessly. So think of it
Oh.
like the rules of a barb doing reckless, except
Gotcha.
it didn't get advantage on attacks, but you guys would have.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Awesome.
So we could have killed it. Whatever, we got out with what we needed.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, respect. Fight when you don't fight when you don't have to.
Yeah.
Save
I didn't know I
themselves
had a
from it.
4th level spell.
Yeah.
I pulled up my old
Dude,
character
okay,
sheet.
Can
I
we
was
talk
like,
about what my plan was? Because I was gonna touch the creature, because I now have a 4th level spell as well, and I was gonna fucking do polymorph, and it means that I can change any creature into a different creature of any size equal to or smaller. So I was just gonna turn it into something completely harmless and be like, alright guys, let's go.
Would it work in that circumstance?
As far as I know.
Also,
But it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
oh fuck, it would probably.
um,
It had stupid
one-
stats.
the one thing I have a question for is, did you use your buff at all?
No, I never really had the opportunity to. The creature had
So what I'll do is I'll refund any that we didn't use.
okay. I was gonna say, or I can use it next session.
I'd rather refund it so that the person, if they can't make it, can use it again when they can.
Okay.
As opposed to just assuming. So I believe polymorph auto fails against shape changers. So
Was it a shape changer?
Yeah. It's a mimic. So it wouldn't have worked. But cool idea though.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was
Okay, so we're gonna cancel, and you used the chat buff, right, Matt?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
used
we got both of the buffs used. So thanks, chat,
Yep.
for those buffs. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah,
I
that's
feel
our
bad
session.
that I totally forgot. I was just panicking.
No worries. It'll get used
I didn't
for
want my
sure.
party to die.
Yeah, it'll get used for sure. I'm not concerned about it in another session, especially with like social interactions and stuff like that. Like to just make when we're trying to do dumb shit and we're like, I got a 26, and you're like, inspiration point, no. So, you know who to call for a buff. Fuck yeah, Timo. Anyways, yeah, thanks everyone for the good
Nice.
session, and I will see you guys, on the next one. Bye.
All right.
Thanks,
guys.
guys.